services. Okay, Zoom preparing to live stream the meeting anostondi. Setting up your meeting for custom streaming service. And done. Redirecting to the live streaming. అక్కడికి వెళ్ళింది అది ఒక ఫ్లైయర్ చూపిస్తోంది అక్కడ సెలబ్రేటింగ్ వరల్డ్స్ ఎంటర్‌ప్రెన్యూర్స్ డే J-VEN లైవ్ ఇన్ 64 minutes అని వస్తుంది ఇంకా టైం 64 minutes ఉంది ఓకే సార్ మనం 9:30 కల్లా కలుద్దాం అయితే నేను కూడా తయారై వచ్చేస్తా 9:30 9:40 ఆ ప్రాంతంలో థ్యాంక్ యూ
Yeah, I'm just checking the live streaming. The YouTube live, it is coming up nicely.
Yeah, I can see the live stream, sir.
Yes, I close it. So I'm just making a check. I need to check that.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Thank you so much for taking your lovely Sunday for us. Welcome to our second J-VEN program. J-Ventures is a volunteer service of JNTUH-AA-USA USA. That serves as a matchmaker to bridge the entrepreneurs and the venture capitalists and enforce the fostering of entrepreneurship. That's what we have started doing it. Today is World Entrepreneurs Day, and we would like to continue the process and also encourage all entrepreneurs to come in for this program. We'll be doing it more frequently. Last year we have done on August 21st, same World Entrepreneurs Day today here, and then we'll be increasing the frequency. With that said, I'll give it to Dr. Harigaru to address and go through the JNTUH-AA-USA Association details. Harigaru, yours.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Suresh, for leading this effort and being the chair for the J-VEN event today. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. It's my honor and privilege to extend a warm welcome to the JNTUH-AA-USA Association's second J-VEN event, which is JNTU Ventures on World Entrepreneurs Day. On the occasion of JNTU Hyderabad Golden Jubilee Year celebrations, we are proud to host this event. To our distinguished guest, Vice Chancellor, our chief guest today, and our venture capitalists and entrepreneurs and media and JNTU Global alumni and students, a warm welcome to all of you. I would like to personally welcome our distinguished chief guest today, Professor Kattan Narasimha Reddy. He's also the Vice Chancellor of JNTU. And thank you, sir, for taking the charge as Vice Chancellor during the Golden Jubilee year. We welcome you. And we are here to assist you to make a grand success of your tenure at JNTU Hyderabad. I would like to welcome our venture capitalist today. Shaman Chakrabarti is the Managing Director for the Metaverse Fund called Elysium Ventures. Welcome, Shaman. And Kishore Ganji, Smart Investments Group, and Balaji Parimi, JNTU alumni, and also recently he exited a major one of his ventures to Microsoft. Vinay Kumar, mentoring students, and he's an IIM, MBA, and PhD from JNTU. And Ratnakar Samavedam, Hyderabad Angels. I would like to extend a warm welcome to all the venture capitalists who agreed and joined today. And we have 8 entrepreneurs who are going to pitch their projects today. Lakshmi Karimanikam, Ganga Batula, Shekhar Nori, Muthu Krishnan, Dr. Riaz, Madhu Yarlagadda, Keshav Vadlamani, and Ramana Krosuri. Friends, I would like to provide a context and a brief history of Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, which is well known as JNTU, was established in Hyderabad on 2nd October 1972 as the first ever technological university in India. Close to 37 years of relentless service to the society at large, JNTU University was restructured into 4 different universities, namely JNTU Hyderabad, JNTU Anantapur, JNTU Kakinada, and Jawaharlal Nehru Fine Arts University by the government of Andhra Pradesh on 24th day of September in 2008. JNTU Hyderabad, which is popularly known as JNTUH, has a total of 8 constituent colleges and academic institutions, 4 constituent engineering colleges, and 4 academic unit schools, in addition to other administrative functional units. In addition to the above 8 institutions, there are close to 270 affiliated colleges in the state of Telangana. So far, close to 2 million students graduated with JNTU degrees, as a significant number of them well settled overseas, holding prominent positions. So far, there has been no formal JNTU Alumni Association overseas. So a team of people from the USA during the COVID time in 2020 took an initiative to create JNTU Alumni Association in the USA with a clearly defined objectives and goals, worked closely with the JNTUH administration to create the constitution, framework, and organization structure following the host country rules and regulations. For the first overseas JNTUH Alumni Association, which was registered on 31st day of August 2020 in the USA and officially inaugurated on November 15, 2020 by the Chancellor of JNTUH, Honorable Governor of Telangana, Dr. Tamilisai Soundararajan, that time in charge Vice Chancellor, Mr. J.S. Ranjan, Director, Registrar, and Principal and Directors of all the constituent colleges, graced the occasion. The purpose is to connect and engage the alumni of all the constituent colleges, academic institutions, and affiliated colleges under JNTUH to support the growth of institutions and to promote the JNTUH brand globally. The initial focus will be to establish the operations of USA entity and gradually extend the other regions of the world to achieve well-defined 10 objectives. Number 1, to promote exchange programs for the students, scientists, and distinguished scholars of JNTUH between the United States of America and India, as well as other countries. Number 2, to provide the support and guidance to elevate the brand image of JNTUH and to raise endowment fund. Number 3, to provide effective and seamless communication and networking for the JNTUH alumni. Number 4, to provide common services to JNTUH alumni to achieve their professional and personal goals. Number 5, to organize periodic JNTUH alumni educational and professional webinars and conferences, either independently or in cooperation with other synergistic organizations. Number 6, to provide access to capital to foster research, innovation, and entrepreneurship, which we are going to talk about today. Number 7, to embrace diversity and inclusion in serving the JNTUH alumni across the nation. Number 8, to organize annual conferences at the national and regional level. Number 9, to recognize distinguished alumni, administrators, faculty, and students of JNTUH for their accomplishments and services. Number 10, to provide humanitarian support during natural calamities and pandemics, which we extended the full support during the COVID pandemic in India. So we have a dedicated team of volunteers serving the executive team, myself, Hari Upanapalli as chairman, Krishna Kumar Rani as president, Sudhakar Uppala, secretary, and Praveen Nidamolu, international vice president, and also Vishwanath Narahari as the treasurer. And our founding president, Swami Sri Purumdar, now is extended into as a board of director. Appointed several directors and regional vice presidents as well. And later in the program, we will invite and introduce all the directors from different parts of the USA. About 25 of them, we recently appointed them. And during the session, we will introduce them. And JNTUH Alumni Association conducted several events during the last 2 years. And one of them happens to be the inaugural session by the Honorable Governor on November 15, 2020, and hosted several monthly webinars on every second Saturday of the month with world-renowned expert speakers and diverse topics ranging from innovation, entrepreneurship, management, health, and education, and raised funds and provided PPE kits and ambulances to support the COVID-19 relief efforts in India, conducted many webinars with healthcare experts to increase the awareness to be safe from the COVID-19, primarily launched the J-VEN event on World Entrepreneurs Day on August 21st, 2021. That was the first ever organized event, and we are going through the second event today. And JNTUH Alumni Association conducted their annual event on November 13 and 14 in 2021. As you all know, Honorable Governor Dr. Tamilisai Soundararajan inaugurated the JNTUH Golden Jubilee celebrations on October 3rd, 2021. And we were fortunate to have her lay a foundation stone for the JNTUH Alumni Association building on campus in Hyderabad. Now we are looking into making it a reality with the support from the administration and alumni. It's a 5-floor building with 50,000 square foot built over a half-acre land on campus. So the idea of initiating this JNTU Ventures, which we call it J-VEN, is to provide access to capital and to foster research, innovation, and entrepreneurship. And during the COVID pandemic, we realized that millions of people around the world displaced because of the health issues, education issues, economic related restrictions because of mobility. The UNESCO estimated over 1.5 billion students around the world are affected since their schools and colleges are closed. Especially youth are undergoing a lot of stress and losing hope since finding jobs has become difficult for those who graduated also. So since its inception, JNTUH Alumni Association in the USA has been hosting a series of webinars with eminent global experts on the impact of COVID-19 and also on the entrepreneurship, innovation, and inclusion using the Industry 4.0 technologies. So again, the pandemic has created opportunities as well as undeniable challenges for all of us. This may require partnerships between institutions of developed and developing countries to share knowledge and resources. And that's one of the reasons we initiated this Entrepreneurs Day on the occasion to launch the JNTU Ventures. Thank you very much for joining us today. And I was told during the last 50 years, over 2 million students graduated with JNTU degrees, including from the 270 affiliated colleges. Most of them are successful and well settled around the world. Our objective is to connect all these people and engage them in serving our institution and alumni community. Finally, collectively serve and make a difference in the society at large. Let's connect first and so that we could achieve these goals, work towards achieving the well-defined objectives of the JNTUH Alumni Association. For any organization to run successfully, we need 3 T's: time, talent, and treasure. I would like to add one more thing, the trust also. So we have been actively looking to fill several leadership positions to expand our organizations, not just in the US, but around the world. Please take your time and sign up by visiting the JNTUH.org website, which is our Alumni Association website. So pleasure to lead to this organization and also make sure that we engage ourselves and offer our time, talent, and treasure to grow this organization. Once again, I would like to welcome all of you to this JNTU Ventures event today. And this is the second event on the Golden Jubilee year occasion we are hosting this. So again, I extend my grateful appreciation to our chief guest, our venture capitalists and entrepreneurs who joined us today. I'd like to look forward to your pitches. And during the session, please follow the guidelines. You all have the time allocated to you, and we did several rehearsals on this. So just to make sure that everybody gets an opportunity to present their project to our VCs. And if the VCs are interested, they will raise their hands and they will have a follow-up conversations. And if there's enough interest from the VCs on a particular project, there will be follow-up meetings arranged by the J-VEN team. Again, I look forward to working with each one of you during this coming months and years to build a world-class alumni organization with all of your support. Stay tuned to listen to our chief guest, our entrepreneur pitches, and our VC's responses. Thank you so much for joining us today. Welcome you all.
Great, thank you, Harigaru. I'll pass on to Kumar sir to introduce our Vice Chancellor.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody, and thank you, Suresh. I am privileged to introduce Professor Dr. Kata Narasimha Reddy Garu, and he earned his PhD doctorate from Usmania University, Hyderabad. He received training in script writing and film direction from Film Institute of India, Pune. Also, he received advanced training in microprocessors and digital electronics from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. He is a life member of many professional organizations. He has authored.
I did.
Thank you.
He Okay, sorry for the muting here. Yeah, so he has authored some 105 international scientific papers and 3 review articles in international journals, and his books of technology and higher education. He has been actively involved in advancing the research activity in Usmania University and Mahatma Gandhi University. Professor Reddy has been active teacher and a researcher in the fields of condensed matter and materials sciences. Under his supervision, the 12 students got their PhD doctoral degrees. His research publications have received numerous citations. He widely traveled all over the world. Prior to his present assignment as Vice Chancellor JNTUH, he served as the Vice Chancellor of Mahatma Gandhi University, Nalgonda, and Palamur University, Mahabubnagar. Now, I invite Professor Dr. Kata Narasimha Reddy Garu, Chief Guest, to give his inaugural message.
Dr. Hari, Kumar Rani, Sudhakar Uppala, Vishwanathan Narahari, Ravi Nirmula, all the participants of this J-VEN convention, second convention, and JNTU Alumni Association of US chapter, and all others who are following this particular meeting. First of all, I should thank Dr. Hari and Kumar Rani, because they have been regularly interacting with me on various issues pertaining to the Alumni Association. And we have a regular dialogue with them. And I'm happy that they have started the J-VEN as a voluntary organization to help all the entrepreneurs, budding entrepreneurs, and the venture capitalists, bringing them together, cementing the relations between them. And I hope this will go in a long way and really help JNTU alumni who are at present studying in the university, and the former students of JNTU settled elsewhere outside the country. And really, this J-VEN, certainly, I think in the last 1 year, it has made a lot of progress. And just now Hari was mentioning that there are many startups now looking for the kind of funding from the venture capitalist. And I think this will be going to materialize, and we will be very happy to know about it. Coming back to the university, already Dr. Hari, as told you, spoke about the university and the alumni of the university, how they are functioning. And in the last 1 year of my office, I have realized that a lot more has to be done to the JNTU. In the last 50 years, JNTU has progressed a lot, and now we are conducting the Golden Jubilee. This is the Golden Jubilee year, which will be concluded on the 8th of next month, I mean in October. And in last 1 year, we have done lots of things in JNTU to mention about. And we have entered into the MOUs with major institutions in India and abroad. And that is the greatest thing. And we have conducted the All India Vice Chancellors, particularly from the technological universities. We have invited them and we conducted a big event for 2 days in Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, which was a successful one. And now I am very happy to inform you that about 3 more universities, one from Uttarakhand, another one from Jharkhand, and the third one is from some other place. I think it's Rajasthan. They have come forward to have an MOU with the JNTU to have the programs to be implemented in their universities. And a team is going to Chhattisgarh shortly, maybe in 2 weeks, to finalize this, because the Chhattisgarh Technological University is very keen to cooperate with JNTU, adopt whatever the syllabus and curriculum is adopted here. The main advantage now in JNTU, we have revamped the entire curriculum, and we have given more focus on the internships and particularly the industry and university interaction. And in coming this year, starting from this year, we have introduced various things in our curriculum. The first thing is, the student who is studying BTech program in BTech and MTech programs in JNTU, they are allowed to take the BBA program, Bachelor of Business Administration, parallelly, so that they'll be getting both the degrees, BBA as well as the engineering degree simultaneously. And we have introduced that this year 70% will be offline and 30% will be online. And similarly, BBA program, suppose if a student is pursuing engineering and simultaneously enrolled into BBA program, the 70% will be online for them and 30% will be offline. And like that, the student who gets into the university, in any of the colleges of the university, they will be awarded 2 degrees from this year onwards. And this is also open for MTech students, for MBA, similar kind of a program we are trying to do it. And this BBA program, which we have started, is in data analytics. So there's a great demand for that particular program. So the other universities throughout the country are looking for this kind of a thing, and they would like to enroll their students into JNTU program so that they will get a JNTU degree of BBA and they will be getting their own degree of BTech from their own university. So this is the one program. And the second thing what we have developed is, in a student who joins for BTech program in any of the universities in India now, so suppose if for some reason or other, if he wants to discontinue after 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, this basic degree remains to be a +2 degree or an intermediate. So with that kind of a degree, the student may not be in a position to go and take up any job anywhere else. Therefore, the university has modified its regulations, and now we will allow the students to drop down. Suppose if they want to break this study at the end of 2nd year and going out, then the JNTU will award a diploma program in engineering after 2 years, and is supposed to complete one major project, either as a research topic or any major project from one of the industries around JNTU. And with that kind of a dissertation or a certification in project, he will go out and will look for an employment. The another opportunity we have given is, suppose if the student would like to go and work with an industry or to have a startup, to experiment with a startup, we'll allow them to, break their study at the end of 3rd year, and we'll give 1 year off to them so that they can go and experiment themselves in the market and come back after a year and join back in the same course at the 4th year level and complete the program. So these are the additional flexibilities have been given to them. And even during the evaluation process also, we have modified the evaluation process. Earlier it used to be 75 weightage for 75 marks at the end of the end examination and 25 for the internal assessment. So we introduced the continuous evaluation of the students. Then we made it 40 at the internal level, which includes a preparation of a white paper and a research article which has to be published in the international journal. Then they have to, make a presentation, either poster presentation or a seminar presentation. So many things have been introduced so that these 40 marks will be covered up in that. That is another major thing which we have introduced from this year. So these are some of the developments in this Golden Jubilee here, and we are continuously experimenting, making things much better now. And even for PhD program, we have strengthened the PhD programs. We have got a centralized laboratories now, where you will have all kinds of laboratory facilities, so that the industrial people from the industry can also come back to the university to take the facilities available at the university. So these are some of the things which we are going to do. And I welcome J-VEN. Suppose if you want to have an office in the Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University campus, we are ready to, give space and whatever the facilities they need. The logistics will be helped out by the university. And if that can be really a useful venture for all our students, I will be more than happy. With these few words, once again I welcome and appreciate the initiation taken by the JNTU Alumni Association US chapter in taking up the new venture that's called J-VEN. And we now have developed, and we are going to develop some more the incubation centers. And happy that the government of India has recognized JNTU as one of the serious technological hub. Therefore, they have given the Idea Labs also to the university, giving 1 crore for that purpose. And Idea Labs is being developed by Dr. Vijay Kumari. He is taking interest in developing that. And this Idea Lab will be useful to all the facilities will be extended to all the neighboring universities. They can come and work in that Idea Lab, and we are trying to develop about 5 to 6 incubation centers where the ideas of, whatever the startups, they can come and really work there for 6 months, 8 months, etc. Incubate their ideas and then go out. And now I'm very happy that J-VEN can really help these budding entrepreneurs and who are going to have their incubation of the projects in the JNTU. They will get some financial funding from the venture capitalists. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Such a wonderful description of the various programs being offered by the JNTU, and also your gesture of inviting J-VEN team on campus. And we are happy to set up one office on campus with association with the JNTU and probably with the J-Hub. We'll work with Professor Vijay Kumari to work out the details and make that happen very soon. It's wonderful to see you again, and please stay as long as you can to listen to some of these pitches and the VCs. There will be some surprise announcement and offers also to JNTU from one of the VCs here. So with this, Suresh, take it forward to the next program.
Great, thank you, Harigaru. So we're going to start the program. Before all entrepreneurs leave, I just want to give you the stage for what the presentation is going to be for everyone involved. We're going to have a 15-minute presentation by each entrepreneur. And within the 15 minutes, the first 7 minutes will be given for the entrepreneurs to pitch, and the remaining 7 minutes for the VCs who are interested to raise their hands and go in round robin, have the opportunity to ask the questions. After 6 minutes of the time for the entrepreneur and also the VCs, I'll put a buzzer sound just like this. That's just a 1 minute warning for everyone. And then after 1 minute, we will stop the presentation. We are kind of running short on time, so we have to be very clear and concise on our presentations. With that said, I request all entrepreneurs to leave this Zoom, and then request Lakshmi to be present. Lakshmi, are you there?
Hi,
Sir,
good morning.
Suresh, before you do that, we would like to introduce the venture capitalist.
Yeah.
Kumar
Oh,
Rane will take the honor to introduce each of the VCs who are present here today. Then you can invite the first entrepreneur to pitch their presentation.
yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Suresh. Thank you, Harigaru. Good morning, all the venture capitalists today presenting and also be part of this J-VEN event today. I'm Kumar Rani. I'm the President, Alumni Association USA. It's my privilege and honor to invite our venture capitalists to this wonderful event. Please introduce yourself briefly for a minute instead of me doing it. So I'll just call in random order now. Let me call. Okay, Ratnakar Samuvedam Garu. He's Hyderabad Angels and he's from Hyderabad Angels. Please introduce yourself for a minute, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for invite. I think Hyderabad Angels has been there for more than a decade, and we invested around 60 startups as on today, and continue to look at investing any startup. We are sector agnostic. We would like to invest, and myself, I'm a Ratnakar, and I'm a chartered accountant and company secretary, and had more than 20 years of experience, and last 5 years I've been in the startup ecosystem. I would like to see all the pitch sessions, and all the best for the startup founders. Welcome you all. Thank you, sir. Again, JNTUH for calling me for this event.
Thank you, Ratnakar Garu. And he's also, just to know that last year J-VEN, he was also one of the venture capitalists. He participated. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your participation. And now next, Vinay Kumar Garu, please introduce yourself. He's a mentor for IIM students. He's from IIM, and he also he did his PhD from JNTU. Vinay Kumar Garu.
Good morning, all of you. I have a low bandwidth issue, so I'm being very careful about the video quality. So my name is Vinay Kumar. I have been associated with JNTU for almost now more than 15 years in multiple ways. I run a company which is across the street called DataWise, across the street from JNTU. I own about 4 companies, 2 in the US and 2 in India. I recently exited one of my IT companies in India, making some very nice returns on it. And I also participated in last year's J-VEN event. And we have gone ahead and done an agreement with one of the companies in that cohort. My interest is primarily into data analytics and into green tech. Those are my interests. Thank you.
Thank you, Vinay Garu. And I know we just want to say that he was a part of last J-VEN also. Thank you for coming today again. I would like to invite Somen Chakravarti Garu. Please, he's a venture capitalist and managing multiple funds. Please introduce yourself, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Rane, and thanks, Dr. Hari, and of course, Professor Dr. Reddy. Pleasure to be here. I'm based out of California, and we have a deep tech and metaverse fund, which is trying to take its leadership position as we go forward into the world of metaverse. We recently announced a tie-up with the University of Spain in setting up the world's first metaverse lab, and we would like to replicate that. Myself, my partner, Dr. Hari, would like to replicate that along with JNTU as well. So we'll be happy to explore that. And we are trying to get into this space in a major way. It's a pleasure to be here. Happy to hear all the pitches and explore further. Thank you so much.
So thank you, Shaman, for that offer. Professor Narasimha Reddy Garu. So this is a very interesting opportunity. The next wave in the deep tech is going to be metaverse. We are a fund called Elysium Ventures, and myself and Shaman are the general partners for this. We started this, and we just launched it. It's a $1 billion fund focusing on AI, blockchain, and metaverse to solve the healthcare, education, energy, and ultimately leading to smart cities. This is going to be the future. And this entire event today can be broadcast on Metaverse as if we are virtual, but in real. So that's what we are focusing on. It's a very state-of-the-art technology that we are leading into. And we would like to announce today that we are happy to set up a Metaverse lab in association with the JNTU and Elysium Ventures on campus on the occasion of the Golden Jubilees year. So we can work out the details with the administration and J-Hub or whoever you designate so that each party's roles and responsibilities can be done. And we may invite Shaman Chakravarti to do that during our celebration on October 3rd or whichever date you decide. That we will be happy to do that. Thank you so much, Shaman, for taking the opportunity to join us today and also make this grand announcement. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Hari garu. Thank you, Saman Chakravarti garu. And actually, Narasimha Reddy garu, please make a note. So your
if you could you please respond with your reaction, sir?
No, certainly we'll try to help, and we'll establish the center in JNTU. Yeah, I assure you.
That's very nice. Very nice.
Thank you, Shaman. Thank you, Professor Narasimha.
Thank you, Shaman. Yeah. And now I'll invite Balaji Parami garu. Can you please introduce? He is a JNTU alumni and he recently sold his company to Microsoft. Please introduce yourself, Balaji garu.
Yes. Good morning, everybody. Thank you all for extending the invitation. I graduated from JNTU-AA in '96, and I came here for grad school. After working for some time, I founded a company in the cloud security space in 2016, and last year Microsoft acquired us as part of this.
Very good, very good. Thank you, Andy. Thank you being venture capitalist for our J-VEN team. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Okay, I would like to invite Kishore Ganji garu. He is a key person for smart investments and various roles he played. So please introduce yourself, sir.
Thanks, Andy. Again, my name is Kishore Ganji. I'm from Aster Ventures. We are a micro VC based out of New Jersey, Silicon Valley, and Hyderabad. We invest in very early startups, seed or pre-seed level. We are sector agnostic, and we made about 400 plus investments in the last 4 to 5 years. Thanks for the invite, and we'll be happy to work with startups that are going to present today. Thank you.
Thank you, Kishore garu. Thank you very much for be part of the J-VEN team today. And next, I would like to invite Roshan garu.
Hello, Kumarani garu.
Hi.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, so I'm based in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I've been, basically I'm involved in a co-founder of a few startups in the past. Some of them had, including, one good exit that we had is a company that was acquired by Analog Devices in the semiconductor space. And I'm also basically involved with other startups in the AI/ML and in other things. So I also invest a lot into private equity and things of that sort. So I also have some investments in Hyderabad. So I'm, basically, whatever I can do to help, I'm here. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Wonderful, Roshan garu. Welcome to the J-VEN team. Yeah.
Thank you.
So,
thank you.
Yeah. Then next, I would like to invite Sridhar Batina. Sridhar Batina garu, please introduce yourself.
Good morning. I didn't expect to be talking today. 1 second.
You're surprised.
Thank you. I don't know. I haven't been prepared. I just got surprised to do this. I'm a 1979 EC batch along with Parmesh, who is here, and Vishwanath, my classmates. I've been involved in multiple startups, good exits. The first startup was Ramp Networks, which got exited to Nokia. I was a country manager and general manager for Nokia Technologies in Hyderabad for a few years. Then my next startup was Azingo, that we exited to Motorola. I was a VP and again general manager for India operations at the tail end of Motorola's existence in Hyderabad. And then it got acquired by Google. I was a VP at Google, and then Google sold that Motorola division to Lenovo. I left and joined Barnes & Noble as a VP there. I'm with another startup company called Parkour SC. We are in supply chain digitization and analytics for taking care of the supply chain industry. And that's my background.
Thank you, Sridhar Garu, and welcome to the J-VEN team. And definitely, we are looking forward for all your help to our budding entrepreneurs today. And
thank you for Parmesh for pushing me into this. I was just being a background player. Parmesh going to push me into this. Thank you. Thank you, Parmesh.
Yes, sir. You're good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so with that, I think we have all the...
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Srini. And we covered all the VCs today, venture capitalists. And so great entrepreneur and writer H. Jackson Brown said, I quote, "The best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today." So this is an advice to all the entrepreneurs today. And dear entrepreneurs, your journey starts now. Good luck. Thank you, Suresh. Take over.
Thank you, Kumar Garu, for introducing the VCs. And our eventual goal of doing this J-VEN is to set up a venture fund of people from JNTU alumni. We have so many, as you rightly see, heard about all the success stories of our VCs who participated today, and some of them are from JNTU alumni. Our goal is to set up a JNTU venture fund so that we could continue to fund our entrepreneurs who are coming from JNTU in particular, but it will be agnostic to JNTU. So that's what our goal is. And since our Professor Katta Narasimha Garu offered to set up an office on campus in JNTU, J-VEN team will do that. And we will create a JNTU Ventures Fund very soon. And we would like to see your participation, all the VCs who attended here, and seek your guidance as well in setting up that fund. Thank you so much. Suresh, take it forward. Present the next speech.
Thank you, Hari Garu. Thank you, Kumar Garu. Ram sir, if you don't mind, put spotlight on all our VCs so that when we start the entrepreneurs coming in, they'll be able to see everyone. And all entrepreneurs, if you don't mind, please leave the Zoom meeting and I'll WhatsApp you or stay in the waiting room. I apologize for that. And the first pitch is going to be from Lakshmi Nishprince. Lakshmi Garu, please stay in this meeting and just say your end.
Sure. Just want to be sure that I'm audible.
Yes, you are. Thank you.
Excellent.
Okay. Let me see if everyone's there. Okay. All right. So we're gonna start. Ram sir, do you want to spotlight our VCs? Let's start with the presentation. Ratnakar Garu, you want to spotlight?
Can you see me?
Not yet, sir. 1 second. Oh, yep. Okay.
Suresh, you can continue the session while they're spotlighted.
Okay,
you can proceed. Yeah.
Okay, sure. So Lakshmi Nishprince, come in, and you have 6 minutes. I have the timer. Whenever you're ready, start your screen share and let me know. I'll start the timer. 6 minutes for the warning, and total is 7 minutes for you.
Yeah, I just want to be sure that I'm audible and my screen is shared.
Yes, we can see your screen and you're audible. Go ahead.
Excellent. Yeah, can I start? Yeah, thank you very much for this opportunity, everyone. And I'm Lakshmi Murthy, co-founder and CEO of Nishprince. NicheBrains connects leaders of SME to vetted independent consultants in the areas of supply chain, marketing, Industry 4.0 technologies on demand to accelerate growth and transformation. We are currently raising $1 million in convertible preferential shares with a valuation cap of $4 million. The problem we solve is for leaders of SMEs, it's very hard to find and engage experts. They don't have internal talent to put together a plan and execute. Engaging consulting firm is an option, but a costly, complex, and time-consuming process. They discuss with their personal network, local consulting firms. They take a long time to make decisions to launch initiatives, and many a time they are ad hoc decisions. These result in wasted time, resources, and efforts. I want to share the experience of Vignesh, who is the CEO of $5 million pump manufacturing company based out of Coimbatore, India. He was facing challenges of increasing supply chain and inventory costs. He just spent a few $1,000s on a software and still wondering why he wasn't getting the results he was expecting. He was worried whether he made the right decisions to purchase the system a few years back. We had conversations with thousands of SME leaders, and the challenges are the same. Our solution is a technology platform that helps SME leaders to assess their transformation needs, connects with right experts through the short bursts of business outcome-focused engagements. They now be able to achieve results in a short time and be able to drive their business successfully. Back to Vignesh. When Vignesh comes on our NicheBrains, based on his business challenges, he's matched with the right experts meeting his criteria. He was able to find and engage with supply chain consultant Nanda, who was the supply chain director of an aerospace company, in a matter of just 4 weeks, which normally takes 4 to 6 months. Nanda not only identified the challenge and worked closely with Vignesh and brought their inventory cost by 10% in 8 weeks of time. A complete workflow can be managed on the platform, helping Vignesh to proactively determine delays and track progress. Not just that, he can assess his business challenges and get recommendations on new initiatives. Happy with this experience, he is now working with our platform and experts on launching his new digital marketing initiatives. Not just Vignesh and Nanda, we have onboarded more than 700 plus experts and SMEs since our launch and completed more than 10 engagements. We have validated the business model with the signed contract values of $150,000 and $30,000 in realized revenue. The head start of repeat engagements and client referrals gives us the confidence that it's no longer a question of business validation, but expansion and growth. This is just the beginning. There are more than 300,000 plus SME leaders struggling to grow and transform in the changing business environment, as they are not able to find and engage right consultants in the areas of marketing, supply chains, and production. They are not satisfied with the current options and approach. I can confidently say none of them want to go their money waste. NicheBrains will be the go-to place for them. With respect to competition, unlike existing marketplaces that offers generic freelancers or consulting firms focusing on their individual firms' capabilities, on NicheBrains, SME leaders will have access to global experts with diverse backgrounds. Launch initiatives 10x faster, project handholding till success. We don't stop at connecting experts alone. We help them assess their transformation gaps, prioritize initiative, track the engagements across different initiatives, and also in time. We make money from the first engagement onwards. Our business model is simple. We take facilitation fee of 20% for every successful engagements through the platform. In the next 5 years, our projection will be to reach 100 million in TCV with a 20 million as net revenue. Our gross margin will be more than 85% post-product market fit, which we expect in 3 years' time. Digital transformation advisory solution not just help in the first engagement, but also build pipeline for new opportunities through the platform. With respect to our go-to-market, we focus on second-generation business leaders who are eager to make their mark in their business to start for focus on. Creating content specific to industry, challenges they face to create awareness, and partnering with industry associations like CII, MSMEs, and Young Indians and various organizations will be helping us to attract SME leaders to the platform. Customer-specific workshops led by curated experts through the platform, leveraging our solutions, will be used for converting the opportunity into a paid engagement. We are a team with deep business, technology, product experience in the consulting segment. We work together as colleagues and also co-founders for more than 15 years plus. I'm an NCR alumni and also Singularity University alumni and come from the background of digital transformation and business development. I am a CXO coach on growth and transformation for NCR's various flagship programs. Rahanesh is heading R&D, and he is an enterprise architect and delivered enterprise case business applications in his last 20 plus years of experience. John has handled many successful consulting and services engagements across Asia and Europe, and alumni of Cornell Leadership Program. We have the right team in the place to accelerate SME transformation through niche plays. We are the first from India to make it to the Founder Institute, which is a pre-seed accelerator based out of Silicon Valley as a fast growing startup. So we are raising $1 million in compulsorily convertible preferential share instrument with a valuation cap of $4 million for accelerating our product and market development and achieve key milestone in the next 18 months to achieve critical mass so that network effects can kick in. We just opened the round 1 month back and half of it is already committed. Our investors are alumni of PSG Coimbatore, INSEAD Business School, France, and mentors of Founder Institute, which is a large pre-seed accelerator based out of Silicon Valley. We are looking for strategic investors who can play a role in our next level of growth. If you believe in this idea, my contact details are in the closing side. In summary, we have validated our business model and generating revenue. The market opportunity is huge, and our team is well positioned to realize the vision of accelerating SME transformation to help them realize their full potential and ready for future of business. If you want to know more, please reach out to me. And thank you very much for this opportunity.
Great. Thank you, Lakshmi. Appreciate that. Now we'll have our VCs raise their hands who are interested in this startup, and we can have 7 more minutes for questions.
Lakshmi, can you stop sharing your screen and stay on course? Yeah, thank you. Ramgaru, if you could spotlight our VCs and the entrepreneur also in one screen. Yeah, VCs, please raise your hand and feel free to ask any questions to the entrepreneur. We have 7 minutes to wrap up this.
Yep, go ahead.
Ratnakar here. Thank you. Lakshmi Garu, I think it was a good idea that you brought in connecting SMEs. Is the focus is US or India currently?
So our current focus is on Indian SME segment, Mr. Ratnakar.
Okay.
Especially,
yeah. No, thank you. And typical engagement by the customer with the consultant, how long it will be there, and how do you monitor if the desired objective is not being met? Because in consulting arrangement, I see in many cases, they come with 3, 4, 5 objectives and consultant may not deliver for 3, 4, 5 objectives. How do you manage, how do you see this objectives are met or not?
Excellent. Thanks for the question, Mr. Ratnakar. Typically, what happens in a consulting engagement, as you rightly said, the objectives understood by the consultants could be different from what the customer is expecting. So we exactly solve this problem before the contract is signed through the platform by clarifying the business objective and also key deliverables or the outcome expected on the project. And also by limiting the engagements through a short burst of engagement, which is typically 8 weeks, not more than that. So it gives us the empowerment for both of the customers and the consultant to monitor what can be done in the next 8 weeks as well. So number one is by having a short burst of engagement. Number two, through the platform, by having clear milestone deliverables, which is agreed by them, so that it's not really, they cannot change it, or most of the time it's there in their mind or the mail. So there is always a confusion happens. By having these things monitored on the platform, we are confident that we will be able to eliminate these problems, Mr. Ratnakar.
Right. Third thing is, generally in this kind of consulting, if, for example, I am a consultant today, I engage with your customer initially. Later, we do our activity outside your engagement. Because why I need to give 20% to you? How do you control that? Do you have any mechanism?
True. It's just, I think, as you rightly said, seeping or moving away from the platform is one of the things that is common where people can possibility that they will go. But how do we address is through our solution. Typically, the SMEs don't have the internal talent to plan and then execute this. But then if they know that what is their transformation journey, it's not just going to be the first engagement or the one consultant which is important to them, but also the series of different engagement from strategy to the execution. So by mapping these different journey and then tracking them, the journey, the SMEs will be knowing what they can do. there is every possibility that they can always go out of the platform and then engage outside. But when they know that what they will be getting into it and clear business outcome, they will be having a lesser interest to go out of the platform because they know that they get these benefits outcome. Because it's not just no longer the SMEs look for only the cost as the deciding factor, but also their business outcome. And if they can get these by directly engaging these consultants and also get a clear business outcomes through the platform, they will be very less likely to go out of the platform, is our hypothesis, Mr. Ratnakar.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I leave it to others.
Yeah, thank you. Balaji Garu, do you have any questions, sir? You're on mute, sir.
No, I'm good for now. Thank you.
Okay. Vinay, sir? Okay. Right. If anyone has any questions, Samin sir or Roshan sir or Sridhar sir.
Well, I was just looking up. I mean, obviously, they're big, huge giants, but that deal with a lot more than just this strategic or management type of consulting. They're like Fiverr and Upwork, obviously, but in the similar space, in Catalent and Umbrex, there are some others doing that. So I know you put up a comparator slide and differentiators and looked at it, and it wasn't totally clear to me, what you bring to the table relative to either these existing niche providers or these big ones that have this as a subset of everything else they provide.
Excellent. Thanks for the question, Mr. Roshan. Typically, be it Upworks or Fiverr, they are more focused on a horizontal or a development resources, and they do have some other services as well. While Catalent really focus on a very large industries and large companies like GEs and other part. And where does we differentiate when we compare ourselves with Fiverr or Upworks, where the objective is to typically provide project management or a matchmaking services. Whereas when it comes to Catalent, they also not just provide the matchmaking service, but also capacity management solutions as well. But where we differentiate as Niche Brains is that we don't stop at matchmaking or providing the consultant delivery journey, but also provide the transformation gaps and analysis, and also tracking the transformation journey across the platform through the various phases of their digital transformation progress. That's where we differentiate ourselves, and also our focus is on SME with pre-configured services, so that helping them to make decisions faster. So this is how we find our niche position when it comes to the platform, Mr. Roshan.
You're on mute, sir.
You're focused more on India to begin with. Is that kind of what it is?
That's right. That's right.
Just 1 minute, morning.
Shamin, you have any question? You can unmute.
Not right now, Hari, but would be helpful to know what kind of a technology platform do you have? When you mentioned about your platform, what's the technology behind it? A very quick high level, if possible.
So, from the technology point of view, we mostly use Microsoft Technology.NET, I think 7 framework. That is the recent one which is launched. That's what we are using with Amazon Cloud. That's at a high level, and we are also considering as we go forward with certain intelligence engines, and that's where we are still need to figure out. I mean, that my technology person will be in a position to bring in, and we can have a call to discuss in detail as well, Mr. Shravan. I'll be happy to have that detailed discussion on that front.
Thank you. Thank you, Lakshmi. Thank you, Lakshmi, for any follow-ups.
Sir, one last thing for Lakshmi. Lakshmi, can you think of giving your product as a licensing to professionals in India? That option is also available under SaaS platform.
Yeah, so Mr. Ratnakar, the thought was there, but ours is more like a platform and also to matchmaking. So at this point of time, we're more looking forward to build the platform and matchmake and then do it. Maybe in the future we can think about it, but for now we haven't have that in our at least for the next 18 months. It's not in our roadmap as such, Mr. Ratnakar. But we will be happy to consider based on how things goes for sure.
Great, thank you, Lakshmi. Thank you so much.
Okay.
We
Thank you,
in fact,
thank you,
have to
thank
move
you.
on. Ratnagar sir, we'll have a follow-up. Thank you, Lakshmi. If you can exit the Zoom, appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Suresh, and thank you, entire J-VEN team, for the opportunity. Looking forward to be speaking with you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Lakshmi.
Thank you.
Good. All right. I just want to ask a question for VCs. Are you interested in this one for a follow-up meeting, sir? Please raise your hand or just say yes.
So our idea is to set up follow-up meetings. If you are interested to explore this further, we will do that. And you can also send us an email or put some message on the chat box so that we can follow up. Thank you so much, VCs, for listening to this pitch. And Suresh, go ahead for the next page.
Ratnakar, I see Ratnakar hand.
We'll kind of, Ratnakar, go ahead. Interested, sir? Okay. I'll set up the follow-up meeting.
Yeah. Please, Suresh, connect to me after this meeting whenever you want.
Yeah. Kumar, sir, you want to make a note? Yes,
Yeah,
please.
I did.
Thank you. All right, so we are ready for our next presentation. It's by Ganga Batula, sir. You're there in the call. Please unmute yourself and let me know
Yes,
when you're
I'm here, Suresh.
when you're ready to share your screen. Let me know. We'll start the timer from then. 15 minutes. Speech time is 7 minutes. 6 minutes warning will come.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. You want to do a slideshow? Yes, perfect. Your time starts now, sir. Go ahead.
Good morning and good day for everyone. Thank you very much for the J-VEN to give this opportunity. My name is Gangadhar Batula. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Proctor360, a remote secure test delivery company. I own and operate multiple testing centers here in Virginia. Back home in India, I'm a postgraduate from IIT Bombay. We're at late seed stage and also seeking $2 million investment at a valuation of $15.75 million of our company. I just wanted to ask many of delegates sitting here. As you all know, we are only successful because of our education, and the so-called education is changing a lot in 21st century, as mentioned by Professor Narasimha Reddy. The pandemic, fortunately, has proven that KG to PG can be delivered online. Even the most of the hiring and also jobs are done online than ever before. Many tools and technologies have been developed to deliver the seamless education. However, there's a big gap in validating and also credentialing that online education, and there are numerous cheating incidents reported across the globe. While academia and governments tolerated and provided some exception, the same cannot be continued, as academic integrity and also the fairness will be questionable. The availability of high-speed internet and also 5G network across the globe and also many remote areas empowers the growth of remote education and employment. However, the question is that education can be validated remotely or not. Unfortunately,
Ganga, your slides are not moving. Just want to remind you. Thank you.
One slide takes a lot of
Okay.
time. Right? And, unfortunately, the answer is no with the 30-degree webcam. That's where the problem is there, because unfortunately, this cannot capture what a person doing during the examination. Proctor360 comes with a solution of 360-degree camera and with a headset, with a proprietary and also highly integrated software solution. So Proctor360 provides two unique solutions to the industry. Number one, 360 total view exam delivery using our proctors, or we also provide a SaaS-based solution to the education institution or the hiring company so that they can use our software and also headset and then take the examination or the interview. Proctor360 solution is modular and highly scalable, and we provide all exam types that are currently being offered by many of these 30-degree webcam-based providers. Proctor360 goal is to empower remote education and employment while maintaining a high degree of security. We want to allow students to prove themselves that there is no possible cheating during their examination or interview. So that's the main goal of this Proctor 360 solution. So as you can see, there's a tremendous market growth in the remote testing, even before the pandemic. In fact, the pandemic has accelerated the growth of remote education and employment. We already have few repeated customers that we are serving currently. Some of the customers provided in the slide include Fortune 100 company like Exelon Nuclear Energy, which is highly regulated by the US government. And also we deliver everyday exams for US State Department for their DMV tests. We are also seeing few international, we have some international international customers as well, like FK Partners, and one company recently started from India as well. We have an excellent team behind our company, and one of the team members is Don Kastner, who is the former CEO of ProctorU and the first to introduce the webcam-based proctoring services. And when I shared my idea with him, he was very happy to join our team, and he brought a lot of expertise and also experience with him in the remote proctoring. So just to give an idea, what we are seeking is, obviously, we are looking for investors and also influencers who can attract investment into Proctor 360. And there is an opportunity even for the individual to invest using our equity crowdfunding portal. And I highly respect angel investors and also VCs, where you can use 506C to invest into our company. Obviously, we are looking for a lot of edtech and also employment space connections. And we also need few manufacturing and also supply chain related connections, so that some of the companies are waiting for the headset manufacturing and we will be in a position to supply them. Obviously, we are looking for international market outreach, and we are also looking for advisors and mentors. As you can see from this slide, current equity rise is mainly for the production and also the customer acquisition. And our company is already regulated with the Securities and Exchange Commission and FINRA. As part of this, we have to make sure that our books are audited every year. And just to get on to final slide here, lack of time, we have an exit strategy for going IPO. I will now be taking questions from the audience.
You still have 1 minute to wrap up, Ganga. Please go ahead.
Sure, not a problem, Hari. So our plan is to go for IPO within 5 years, and we hired a sales director, a global sales director, and also 3 sales representatives from India and the US East Coast and West Coast. And we have a great marketing guy, and we have a full-fledged team right now. And we're already generating revenue, and we are hoping for more revenue this year and then subsequent years as the technology grows. The bottlenecks are manufacturing of the headset and also the customer outreach. And solution has been well accepted. As you can see, the headset looks like this with simple 360-degree cam, and we're able to capture everything. Educated are being hired for the employment opportunity. I'll be happy to take any questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Ganga sir. Appreciate that.
Ganga, if you can stop sharing the screen, then stay on course, and the VCs may have questions.
Stop sharing your screen, sir.
Sure, thank you.
And okay, we have investors. Sorry, Srikar sir, we kind of have to do for thing. How many have? 1 second, I'm just kind of looking through. Ratnakar sir, go ahead. Ratnakar sir, maybe you're on mute.
So while waiting for the VCs, Professor Narasimha Reddy garu, you can use this technology for JNTU. We can talk offline on this for testing offline.
Looks to be good, but I should understand what exactly it is going to, deliver to our students.
You have both options, Professor Narasimha Garu. One is you can, some of the community colleges in US, they keep this headset in their library and they rent out for a semester for a year so that all the exams can be delivered online. And once it is recorded, there is a validation that this is the candidate who studied for this course. This is the candidate who has taken the examination. That's a candidate you are going to give a degree.
Okay.
And that's auditable, and you can verify that information even for a few years. And everything is stored on AWS cloud right now. And we also have another option of Go cloud storage for US market. I'm sorry.
Sir, I request you to set up a separate call with the examination department of JNTU with Ganga so that they can explore the possibility of using this technology for JNTU, sir. So we have Ratnakar raised the hand. Ratnakar, do you have a question?
Unmute yourself, sir. Ratnakar, sir. Okay, while we wait for Ratnakar, sir, I think Srikar, even though he's not a VC, I think we can give him one option. Go ahead, Srikar, keep it brief, please.
Thank you very much. Mr. Ganga, do you also have any influence on the content, or you just do the testing portion?
We only do the testing portion, Srikar, and content, we have a test engine. Optionally, we give that so that they can extend that. And we have APIs to integrate with LMSs like Canvas, Blackboard, and Moodle, and things like that. We have extensive software integration with all the available LMS systems right now.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to connect with you offline a little bit in different meeting if you can include me in there. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Srikar, for asking the question. Now, Vinay Kumar has a question. Please go ahead, sir. Unmute, sir. Unmute.
Excellent presentation. I think it's a very relevant solution. I can say that.
Thank you, sir.
I was curious about what you do with DMV, because that's a huge potential, but I was not sure which DMV. Are you talking about a specific state, or are you talking across all the states?
This is the national DMV for the Department of State. You get a lot of foreign delegates coming to US, and those delegates need driver's license when they landed here in US. We deliver the exams for them. As part of driver's license, State Department of State gives the driver's license to these individuals, especially some of the consulates and people who are assisting consulates and things like that. I'm also working with a lot of state DMVs in a way that they can now deliver these exams online instead of people waiting in line and coming to a DMV.
Excellent. Is it possible for somebody like me to have access to just see how the platform works? Is there a demo?
Sir, we'll be happy to give a demo to you on the integrations and all those things, the extensive API capabilities.
Yeah, we would love. We would love to see that sometime, maybe afterwards. Yeah.
We can set that up, sir. If you're interested, I'll do a follow-up and set that for you. Thank you. Balaji, sir, do you have any question?
No, I'm good. Sorry.
Okay. Roshan, sir, please go ahead.
Yeah, so this year you're on track to do 3.5 million in revenue, is that right?
We're trying, and that's where we have hired at least 4 sales people, including global sales director.
So what percentage of that is hardware? If you remove the
hardware is little limitation, and software is scalable. There is no issues with the software.
No, I'm talking about the percentage of revenue that is hardware.
Hardware is very less right now because of limited headsets. That's the whole down line as we go into international.
And so you're doing crowdfunding. So what does your cap table look like? I just was wondering, is it too many small investors on your cap table?
That's not the way the equity crowdfunding works.
Unless your voice is breaking, you want to adjust your voice is not coming well.
Can you hear me now?
Kind of muffled, but go ahead.
So the cap table, whatever comes through the equity crowdfunding.
No, sorry, sir. It's not coming out well. Some issue with your audio.
No.
No.
Maybe you have other devices on. Turn off everything else, please. Yeah. So meanwhile, the VCs can raise the questions. So when he's ready, he will answer.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Sir, most of your thing is again India focused, right?
No, it is US focused actually. They can extend the service to India also.
Okay,
It's based in Washington, DC.
And as he asked, one of our VCs asked, how much will be the device component percentage and how much will be the service component for you?
The device component is, can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Yes.
Device component is expected in US $2 per exam, and we charge anywhere $15 to $25 per each exam. So that's what it is, because each device is expected to deliver at least 50 to 100 exams. So that's what it is. Or if a student is sometimes getting from a school, from, for example, Klamath University, they give as part of their semester, from the library, they issue it in a box like this, and it goes to them. And then I also serve one of the law school in California. So we do that, and we give both the options, just to give you an idea. If I don't think all the exams are high stakes. If it is a low stake, you don't need that 30-degree webcam is okay, but we empower AI extensively for capturing all the devices in the environment as well. So based on your needs, exam security can be defined.
Thank you. And for example, investors who are investing, what will be the exit opportunity for them? Because I see there is a good opportunity of recurring income. Many people will look at your this time. Where do you see the exit coming to the investors?
That's where I was showing you the last slide. If you can see that we're trying to go for IPO within 5 years. That's a plan.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Suresh, thank you.
All right.
There was a question on cap table. Can that be answered?
Sure, certainly. Our cap table, I think somebody asked about the equity crowdfunding. Cap table is not having lot of entries. Each equity crowdfunding will only have one line item, and everything is consolidated into one line item, and individual investors will be considered and part of the cap table, and I'll be happy to share that as well. Not many investors are there right now.
Great.
Okay, if I can ask a last question. So how much money have you raised so far? And also what is your growth rate, for 22 related to 21?
Sure. We have raised almost 200K from the equity crowdfunding so far. And then I have a lot of personal investments as well, as you can see. Last year, we made $250,000 as a revenue with the SaaS solution. And this year, at least we're expecting $2 to $3 million.
Good. Thank you, Ganga sir. I think we'll come up for a follow-up once we have interest from the group. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Suresh. I appreciate that.
If you don't mind to exit, and Ram sir, could you please exit Ganga sir? We have great. Any interest on this one, sir? I think Vinay sir has said that, and Roshi
I certainly want to follow on.
Perfect. Okay. Kumar sir, please make a note of it. We'll set up the follow-up meetings with investor and Ganga sir.
Okay.
All right. Next up is Shekhar Nori. Shekhar sir, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Good. Okay. So please start sharing your screen, and we'll set up your time. Let me know when you're ready. Okay. 1 second. Okay. Your time starts now. Please go ahead. And share your slideshow, please. Do a slideshow.
Is fine. Just we can see the slideshow.
Okay.
We can go to the top of the screen. Yes, he is ready. Go ahead, Shekhar.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, good morning and good evening. I'm Shekhar Nori from Skyshed Daylights Private Limited. We are based in Hyderabad, India. We work in the space of improving the building energy efficiency with our in-house technology, which we developed, that is daylighting and lighting controls. So basically, we work in the space of the climate change technology, which is a clean energy space and which will reduce the carbon footprint. The technology is in-house developed and it is recognized by Department of Scientific and Industrial Research, the Government of India. We are looking to raise around 5 crores as an investment, and we are willing to offer around 18% equity towards this. And our company today is supported by Technology Development Board of the Government of India, and we are recognized by DSIR. We have done around patents, and we have developed a lot of IPs over the technology, and we have around 6 national awards for product innovation till today. We acquired a lot of customers, right from the multinational to the Indian large companies, the government and the Indian Airports Authority India Limited, the Railways Defense, and the public sector units. Briefly about the technologies, what we are currently focusing is our patented light pipe technology, which can deliver light for nearly 500 watt of LED lighting. So natural sunlight of around 500 watt equivalent to LED lighting, it can deliver to a distance of 15-meter distance, and it can be used for all the buildings, right from the new to the retrofit applications, which can, with a payback period in terms of energy savings of 2 to 4 years. Using this technology for the first time in the world, we are bringing in for the basements. Basements are 24/7, they require light. So around 10 hours.
Shekhar, your slides are not moving in case you want to move them. Yeah, thank you.
Is it now?
No.
You are on the first slide still. You can do down arrow.
Click on
Yes, now you can. Yes, got it.
So I'll just repeat, light pipe is the new technology what we have patented, which can deliver light of 500 watt LED lighting. And on the energy savings part, it can pay back the cost of the investment in 2 to 4 years. And this technology can be used for all the buildings, both the retrofit as well as the new buildings. For the first time in the world, we are bringing this technology for the application of basements and cellars. Because the basements and cellars are 24/7, they require light. So we are bringing in a hybrid daylighting system for this application. And for the industrial buildings and for the warehouse buildings, we have brought in a new product of the double glazed skylights, which can give light of nearly 80,000 lumens or nearly 800 watt of LED lighting. So this is one more new technology of a climate responsive facade systems for the buildings. Today we see a huge amount of glass being used in the buildings worldwide, both in terms of the windows as well as the fully glazed. So what we are doing is we are going to make a responsive facade, which will respond to the ambient climate and the weather conditions to make the buildings very, very energy efficient. So this technology is patented and it is yet to be commercialized. Looking at the market background, India is the second largest construction industry in the world, and the growth rate of the energy consumption in India is the highest in the world. As a developing economy, it is rapidly developing, and our technology is going to save nearly 80% of the energy, lighting energy consumption, and around 30% of air conditioning load of the buildings. Worldwide, if you see, green buildings have already taken a route across the world. Now the era of net zero buildings have come in, and the COP26 and the Paris Protocol and other things have already accelerated this change across the world. So with these technologies in fold and with our previous experience, we are looking at around 35 to 45% the growth rate in our projections. And probably in 4 to 5 years, we'll be crossing 100 crore turnover in our sales. With these sales and our production systems in place, probably we'll be logging around 35 to 40% of the gross profit and the net profit around 18 to 20% of the next 3 to 4 years time. So our project is being funded by Technology Development Board, the Government of India. It's a 10 crore project, out of which Technology Development Board is funding it at 5 crores at a nominal interest rate of 5%. And we are raising another 5 crores for this commercialization of the project. And what we see in future and today is this clean tech is a very fast sunrise sector and is growing at a high rate. And the technology is something which we have developed in-house and we patented. And we have mastered this over a period of time. So we see that this is a great opportunity, both for the growth and industry and for the investors to come in. I thank you for the opportunity given to me to present this our case to all the venture capital. Thank you. I am ready for questions.
Great, thank you, sir. So I'll let me reset the times. All right. VCs, if you're interested, please raise your question. And Ram sir and Striker sir, if you can unshare your thing. Yep, that's good. Whoever is interested, please raise your hand.
Maybe if you could just go back to slides 11 and 12, please. I'm sorry to have the screen back, but they went too fast.
This is slide number 11, which talks about the projections for the next 5 years.
Okay. And 12, please.
12 is, this is a projected P&L with the sales.
Okay. Thank you.
And fund requirement, Shekhar, fund requirement, can you show me that? Fund requirement?
Fund requirement is around 5 crores, sir.
See, as per your project, 5 crores, where you wanted to utilize?
Basically, the project what we conceived with the Technology Development Board and which they are funding is totally is a 10 crore project on which 2 acres of land is already allotted by TSIAC to us. So this will complete the land we are acquiring and we are setting up a new facility with all the machinery. So that is the total project cost of this 10 crores. So it is land, machinery, and the margin on the working capital.
Okay. Understood. Thank you. It's a great technology what you are trying to bring in. Thank you for giving the insight.
Great. Thank you, Ratan sir.
And Balaji and Shamain, Vinay, any questions?
Yeah, I'm still struggling a bit. So the total investment required is 10 crores, out of which 5 crores is coming from the technology board and 5 crores is going to come from the investors. Is that right?
Exactly right.
So what is your investment in this entire venture?
Our investment is more on the technology front.
So is there any dollar value to that?
We have done an overall valuation of the company around 28 crores.
Right.
So the question is, any real cash your team brought in to the table, skin in the game from the promoters?
Currently, no.
Okay.
Yes, Hari, what is your exit for the investors? What's your plan for exit? Because you have the Technology Development Board in your organization. So how do you envisage that?
So in the next 3 years, we have 2 options of working on that. One is we are going to list the company on the BSE SME index. And we are also offering after 3 years, buyback of the investors' equity. Both options we give it.
You would be happy to share the valuation report?
Yes, I will do that.
Okay. Maybe that's something that I would like to see before I make any calls.
Balaji, go ahead, please.
Yeah, you mentioned that your revenue projections are 25 crores for the year 2022. And So how can you explain what the strategy is to get to that revenue? And
the strategy is already we have a long list of customers, and today already we have an orders of around 10 crores on hand. And going forward the next 7 to 8 months, we will be able to easily do that turnover. We are executing the first daylighting project of the world, the Chennai airport, the international airport. That is the first and the world-class airport coming up. And the entire 60,000 square meter floor plate of the building, it is going to be completely lit up with the daylight up to 300 to 400 lux. That is the first sort of technology being commissioned. Probably in the next 3 to 4 months, this project is being completed. So like this a lot, now the Bangalore International Airport is coming up as an extension. So huge number of orders are already lined up for us. So we don't see any issue in that. And we already signed an agreement with in the Middle East for all the GCC countries for the company based in Dubai. So we will be promoting a lot of our products in the entire GCC countries.
Okay, so does that mean that the devices that are required for executing these projects that are already being manufactured?
Sorry, I couldn't get it.
So you just mentioned that you're setting up a factory and all these kinds of things. So if you need to execute these projects, do you already have something that you're
manufacturing? We are owning a facility, a production facility. Already we have it in Hyderabad. So, but this is a new facility which is going to come up. So our current facility is working and all the work is happening through that.
So what is the profit margin?
Around 35 to 40%. Okay. Gross.
Thank you.
Roshan sir, do you have any questions? I saw you on.
Shekhar Garu, you got me confused because I thought you said that there is no capital investment from your end, but now you're just saying that you already have a factory set up, right?
Yes, sir. Because we are an existing company. The last 8 years we have been existing. We own a factory. We have an office. We have a lot of operations already happening across the country.
So there is an investment which has gone in, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so what's the investment?
For this 10 crore project, we are not bringing anything here. But already we stayed invested in the company.
So what's your investment so far in the company?
Around 1.7 crores.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the original question. Thank you, Shekhar, for answering that. And
Roshan sir has a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Roshan.
So, so you've been looking at your slide deck. You've been around since 2005. So these things are new initiatives. You know, is the company kind of pivoting to something very different than what you've been doing for the last however number of years? You know, and also, I'm sorry, maybe I'm taking too much time, but I mean, why is it so important to actually buy land and, you know, however long it takes rather than, you know, doing the quickest possible way to expand your manufacturing, you know, in leased buildings or whatever, and get to the market and scale up, capture that, you know? So, I mean, those are my comments. At least you don't have to necessarily answer, but.
No, I will answer it. Not a problem. Our companies have been existing since some time, and we have been working. And these technologies are something last year we got patented. We completely developed the new technology platforms. It is these new technology platforms which are going to be commercialized, and for these new technologies, the Technology Development Board, given our track record and our ability to commercialize and acquire things, so they came in and they supported for these new technologies commercialization. That's where this has come up.
Great. Thank you, Shekhar, sir. I think we'll have to leave it like that and then come back with a follow-up meeting, and probably we can go deep dive on that. Thank you so much for your time. And if you exit the Zoom, that would be great. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. All right. Just a question for VCs. Anyone is interested for a deep dive?
Not yet, but I would like to see the report which she's talking about.
Okay.
To make a call.
Make a note to follow up with Sekhar sir to get appraisal report, valuation report. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Good. Fair enough. All right. We have the other startup, Muthu. From Muthu, are you there? Kencor Health. Okay,
Yes.
Set up your screen share. Let me know when you're ready. We'll start the timer then. Okay. You're all set? You want to do a slideshow?
Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah. If you can do a slideshow.
Yes, we can do. We are seeing it. Put into the presentation mode. Yes, we are all set.
All right.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. This is Muthu Krishnan. I'm the president and CEO of Kencor Health. Thank you for the opportunity. I really appreciate it on a Sunday morning. My backdrop is 18 plus years in healthcare, and with the claim to fame are Kaiser Permanente, Providence, Sutter, UCSF, and PAMF, and more on medical devices. Then Kencor Health was brought in with my co-founder in 2017. So I'll be taking you through this slide deck, which addresses the market and why, and it'll be talking about the team, then why we are here today, then open for questions. Okay. The vision is to create an engagement platform between the patients and the care team. The mission is to make sure we redefining the patient experience. So electronic medical record is what I deployed for Kaiser Epic. Not only me, the huge team there, but other EMR flavors as well. So I know what is lagging within the electronic medical record is the patient care. So how we bring the simplistic form factor in terms of persona, connecting the patients and the care team. In this case, care team is nothing but the hospital team in a simplistic form factor. Why it works? Because of being the Silicon Valley company, we are based out of Palo Alto, California. The technology innovation will backing with the healthcare flavor. We'll be connecting the patients in an experience where the patient engagement score is much higher and the provider engagement score is higher as well. This is an opportunity in why we are here. As you can see, there are big numbers here. Two numbers to look into it. One is the 290 billion. This is the telehealth market. The remote patient monitoring is called RPM globally in US and across the world. Our goal or our vision also, which I forgot to add earlier, is to not only for US market, but also how do we do a low cost healthcare system in rural areas of India. That's our goal. Why at this point of time we need to focus on this particular space is reducing readmissions, value-based care, CMS reimbursements. In this country, you want to tell a story if it is everything is reimbursed by Medicare and Medicaid services, you're golden, whether it's a health system or a medical facility. So value-based care is a new normal from the last 5-6 years, and both the presidents never touched it. It's all going on well. Kencor Health came on Harvard Business Journal review, and also CMS has infused around 32 billion last year, which is also gives a marker in terms of why we are in this space. This is the core team behind what is success so far in Kencor is myself, my VP of Engineering, VP of Product, then great advisors who are opened the door in each of from Stanford to West Virginia Medicine to Duke. We are a vendor there, and the Chief Experience Officer has changed the product as well. What is a product? the product on the left, you see patient engagement. We give weighing scale, blood pressure, pulse oximeter, and we have the 3 lead EKG. More and more IoT devices are integrated in the Bluetooth and the cellular technology. Then we have the HIPAA Secure Cloud on Amazon EC2. And on the right, you see the CAR team. So SAMI is a virtual companion for the patient, is a patented product, and SAMI is the virtual assistant for the CAR team. These are the different diagnosis area. We started our journey in cardiology when we raised that money. Then we got into oncology, behavioral health, and hypertension, diabetic. Now our destiny is taking us along nephrology, chronic kidney disease, CKD patients, and nephrology is where the huge clients are for us. How we are able to scale is very important slide. I'll take less than 2 seconds to walk through this because of the IoT integration. So there are companies waiting to integrate with us, whether it's a continuous diabetic monitoring or 3 lead EKG. Our AI ML is a SAMI, is our product IP, and the apps are available in the Google Play and the iOS. Communication comes naturally for us because my CTO is from the communication background. So we brought all the different mode of communication within the product. The patient education is part of that, and medication adherence, which all the medication is part of the product. Electronic medical record integration comes, we have integrated with all the major EMRs. And why it is the modular technology, each of the modular API or SDK, we call it as, is a packaged module for us to integrate with any systems. These are the clinical papers, which is important. Otherwise, healthcare company in this country or across the globe, we have clinical papers presented in AFMR, ACC, and other places. These are the clinical studies we have been working with, from West Virginia Medicine to Duke to Scripps to Dartmouth to, and the top you can see, including Google Verily, ACC.
Just a 1 minute.
Sure, thank you. These are the competitors. How we are different is we are centrifugal compared to any communication vendor, telehealth vendor, or any COVID vendors. We have a COVID screening app during COVID. We thrived and we served the community in West Virginia state and North Carolina state using our app. It's a CDC approved one. So we are different. We are focused on patient engagement. That's what our USP is. Our business model is per patient per month. It's a value-based care, and it's a capitative model for last mile delivery. And we are focusing on nephrology. The big guns like DaVita, Satellite Health, Evergreen are working with us. This is our goal for Q3 and Q4. We are on target for achieving these goals. The fundraising, we have raised 5.3 million so far. And we are looking for 2 million at this point of time at the 50 million valuation. With a 20% discount, it's a 40 million. We want to close this raise very quickly. And I want you to be part of this opportunity, take this opportunity, because Series A, we are moving to raise on early second quarter of next year with 120 to 150 million valuation. And there are several comps. I can show you how we are much better compared to the Athilas, which is a privately held $1.2 billion valuation at this point of time. We want this fund to expand the sales and customer success. This is the use of funds. More focus on sales is more than 50%. Rest all is you can see on the left. Any questions from anybody I can answer, please?
Thanks, Muthu. If you can stop sharing. And VCs, if you can raise your hands if you have any questions. And stop the presentation.
Suresh, can I go ahead?
Yeah, please go ahead.
You can close on the right side.
Muthu, can stop sharing.
I'm trying to do that. Hold on. Sorry.
Right side. On the top.
I did that.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Go ahead, Ratnakar, sir. Your voice is breaking, Ratnakar.
The product is focused on India.
Ratnakar, your voice is breaking.
Okay, the question to Muthu is there any plans for Kenco to come to India?
Yes, we had been selected by, we had been selected by Tamil Nadu government, and we are around 80 startups. We had been one among them, and we had been awarded 1.5 crores to start in India. And yes, we are. In fact, I'm planning to go there next month or so. Dates are not finalized. The answer is yes. The goal is to reach out to remote villages to get our product there.
Yeah, and second question is,
buddy, how are you? And what did you do today?
Sorry. Go ahead. Please go ahead. Ratnakar, sir, please go ahead.
oh, sorry. The second question is on the valuation, because with the 1 million ARR, you're asking a $50 million valuation. This is 50 times. In the current market, are people willing to give 50 times of ARR?
No. The current, we just did the valuation with Capital Advisors, Carta, and few others. We are actually valued more than 80 million, but because of the market, to your point, very good point. The VCs and the legal and everybody said, let's keep it as 50 million. So we did that. And the current value, the ARR is 1 million, but we are planning to go with, by end of this year, it's going to be 3.3 million because we are looking at 20 to 30,000 patients, 8 to 10,000 patients, I'm sorry, by end of Q4. So that's where you're looking at 2 million in this valuation.
Okay.
We are planning to do Series A. Yeah, go ahead. We are planning to do Series A, but because of the market, to your point, we moved it to next year. So we want to take 2 million very quickly on this valuation.
Right.
Muthu, can you explain a little bit on the telehealth component from a technology perspective?
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. So we did, I've been in telehealth board for a long time. Telehealth didn't, there is no growth until COVID hit in 2020. And I've been watching. So in 2020, we came out of we had the video component, but we were focusing on 2 months. We got the video high definition with working with Twilio, and we got that in. And the audio was already there within our product. So integrated with this, and we came out with the standard telehealth module formatting in terms of electronic medical record in documentation. And our technology is all Amazon, EC2, and Java, completely Java, and the backend is MySQL and MongoDB. And it's simplest form factor, as I always see. The product and the process are all simple. So telehealth module is through Twilio, video and audio, and our IP is through SAMI. Does that answer your question?
Okay, you can integrate only with Twilio, or you're agnostic to any?
Agnostic to anything.
Okay.
Agnostic.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Good question.
Vinay sir, do you have any question?
Yeah, I saw something on AI and ML. So I really was curious to understand what part of, I understand the NLP part, so no problem there. What are you doing on the AI and ML side?
Very good point, rather observation. So we do SAMI bot conversation. So we have a bot when, say, for example, we have the app, the patients log in the morning, and SAMI will log in automatically and say, good morning, Mr. Jones, how are you doing this morning? Looks like you didn't take the vitals this morning. Can you please take your weight, stepping on the weight scale, and blood pressure and pulse ox? So the conversation, it's AI ML conversation, SAMI bot conversation to the patient.
Okay.
And we are trying to have this completely voice to text. So we are working on that to enabled on the text.
You're not doing anything on the radio or the path side, right?
Not yet.
Diagnosis. Okay.
No, we are not.
Okay.
The high demand is because on the nephrology and other diagnosis we are focusing on right now.
Okay, thank you.
Balaji sir, Roshan sir, anyone?
Yeah, I would like to have a follow-up later.
Great, thank you, sir. Kumar sir, please make a note of that. Roshan sir?
There's just so many companies in this space. So, that's all I can say.
If you allow me to comment on that, the RPM is pretty in healthcare world. Anything 5 to 7 years is pretty new. Okay, the adoption when the CMS federal government is looking at infusing 32 billion last year, and Kaiser and the giant like Mayo is invested on 100 million on home care. There is a new tagline called hospital at home. Whether COVID did a lot of good things as well, right? So why do patient has to move away from their home? At the convenience of the kitchen table, they can do the vitals. They can send that information through HIPAA secured encrypted data, and saving copay and traveling to the hospital or clinic, right? So there are a lot of companies, but the uniqueness of Kencor, as I said, is more centrifugal, focusing on patient engagement. That's the reason we are able to flex our muscles, whether to serve India or Europe or Middle East or US.
Great. Thank you, Muthu. Roshan sir, or anyone else have any follow-up questions? If not, cool. Thank you, Muthu. If you don't mind coming out of the Zoom, and we'll get back to you with a follow-up.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you
Much. VC team, in addition to Balaji, sir, anyone is interested?
Yes, Suresh, we can have a follow-up conversation.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. We'll set up a follow-up thing. Thank you. Well, this time I would like to pass on to Dr. Harigaru for a couple of J-VEN and JNTUH alumni related information. Hari, sir?
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much, Suresh, for a successful hosting of about 4 ventures already. Appreciate it very much. And Suresh Chapudi is the chair for our JNTUH Ventures, and supported by Kumar Rani as the co-chair and Basava Shekhar Samshabad as the co-chair. And we also have our executive team. Again, Kumar Rani is the president, Sudhakar Uppala is the secretary, Vishwanathan Narahar is the treasurer, Praveen Nidumol is our international vice president. Because of these people's dedication and commitment to grow the organization, to bring these kind of programs to you all, really appreciate. Let's have a big round of applause for this excellent team who put this together, worked for the last 6 months relentlessly to screen the deals, to recruit our VCs, and presented you 4 deals so far. And the next half, we will present another 4 deals. Please stay tuned. And I would like to invite our President Kumar Rani to introduce our directors who are spread around the country. And also we are actively recruiting international directors who can take the JNTUH Alumni Association globally. Kumar Rani Garu, please introduce our directors.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Ram Garu, can you put it in the gallery mode so that we can see everybody?
Just start reading the names, and whoever is there, they can announce themselves. Yeah.
Right. I'll read. They're all in alphabetical order. So I'll start with Arun Aigari, is a director for our webinar team. Ashok Chintakunta is a New York director. Avinash Dubasi, Banarasi Babu Tipa, and Baswa Shamshabad, he is just Harigaru mentioned that he is part of the J-VEN co-director. Buchanna Gazula, Washington DC director. Gopal Parvataneni, Krishna Ashley, Texas. Lakshmikant Prabhala from Virginia. Mahendra Narala is New Jersey. He's also a director for the education and training team. Manju Arjula she's from Georgia, director. And Nagesh Aita, he is the director for our webinar group, website group. Narayana Maspalli is the director for New Jersey. Narsimha Polkam is our finance director. Padma Priya Parmesh Chini, he is director from California. Praveen Guduru is New Jersey, he is a membership director too. Rajendra Bandi is from Pennsylvania. And Santosh Koduri, Srini Batu, and he is from California, is very active person there, he is a director for there. Srinivas Ganji is a Florida director and is also a webinar director. Sunita Crossery, she is our legal director and also diversity and inclusion team. Suresh Chapidi, as you know, he is a chair for the J-VEN team. Suresh Somsetti is from New Jersey. Thiru Chillapalli and Varadaraja Polanki is New Jersey director. Venkat Parami. So just welcome all the directors and do a good job. We want your active participation. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Kumar Garu, for introducing our team. And because of them, we are able to function and grow the organization. And we are actively looking to recruit board of directors and also regional vice presidents, overseas coordinators, and directors for other locations where Kumar Rani has mentioned. And we still need to have more people to join our team. There's so many opportunities to serve the JNTU Alumni Association. And please take active role and grow the organization. This is our golden jubilee year, and we want to make sure that we grow the organization and make a difference to our mother institution, which gave us the education and also opportunities to expand our strengths globally. So this is very important for us to give back to our institution and also give back to our alumni. Please take active participation. Thank you, Kumar Garu and Suresh.
May I add one more thing also?
Please.
That our second year anniversary is coming up. We're going to have a second year convention in New Jersey on November 5th. Our Vice Chancellor, Professor Kata Narasimha Reddy Garu graciously agreed that he will be presiding over there. So we are going to have very good events happening. So please do attend along with your family and friends, everybody. And we want let us celebrate our 2 years association here.
So the date is going to be November 5th in the state of New Jersey. And please join us, and we will share the flyer very soon. And our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Kata Narasimha Reddy Garu, will be our chief guest, and we'll invite all the administration, the rectors, the registrars, and college principals also to attend this event. And whoever can make it, we will extend the invitations to all of you. Please join us to celebrate the second annual celebration of the JNTU Alumni Association USA in the state of New Jersey on November 5th, which is going to be a Saturday. We welcome you all. Thank you. And Suresh, please introduce the next set of ventures.
Sure, sir. Thank you, Harigaru. Thank you, Kumar Garu. So we have another 4 to go. We'll start with Dr. Riaz. Dr. Riaz, sir, are you there? From Centella. Riaz, you might be on mute. Dr. Riaz, yeah. Please go ahead, sir. We're not able to hear you. Are you on mute? We're not able to hear Riaz.
Dr. Riaz, can you speak? We can't hear you.
You're on mute?
No, he's not, actually. Audio may be problem.
Check your laptop audio. We can't hear you.
Okay.
While he figures it out, you want to invite the next one, maybe?
Yep, we'll do that. Madhu Yarlagadu garu, are you ready, sir? Maybe we can switch over.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Riaz, can you test your audio video? We'll call you back. We can see your video, but we can't hear you. Test offline, please exit the session, and then we will come back to you.
Yes.
Can you
Go
see
ahead,
my...
Madhu, sir. Please share your presentation.
Sure.
And when you're ready, we'll start the timer then. Are you sharing your screen?
Yes. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir. Your time starts now. Please go ahead.
Thank you, everyone, for giving this great opportunity, and particularly for the J-VEN team who came along and from last 2 weeks to make sure that we are in the right time and the right hold, particularly for Dr. Hari Garu and Kumar Rani Garu on this. And also I would like to thank Kata Narasimha Reddy Garu
Sauman, and the investors, Sauman Chakravarti, Kishore Gamji, Balaji, Vinay Kumar, Ratnakar Samvedam, Roshan, and Sridhar Batina to make it start. I would like to introduce myself, Madhu Yarlagada. I have 20 years experience in the hospitality industry and another 15 years into IT industry. And my co-founder, Ajay Mawaliya, he has 20 plus years experience in the IT industry. So just to complete those my introductions, I'll go with the reason why we are here. If anyone receives a call from your near and dear to have any health concern, they might have a cancer conformity, or they have some kind of issue with their health, and you received a call, what is your first reaction for them? You want to help them out and see, is that right? And did you get any other opinion, or what kind of help I can do at this moment? So the same thing, what myself and Ajay went through from last 10 years and came up with in the last 1 year to give us a digital platform to address the same scenarios. With the current COVID and the epidemiology we went through, we have come up with this option, and I would like to have the presentation for you here. What is HealthZen? HealthZen provides the multiple expert opinions within the short term of time and without any global boundaries. And what is the problem? As I said, it's the patient's dilemma. Whatever the doctor is saying, is that right? And if I need to go for the opinion, where are my records? How do I reach my records to the doctor? And actually, where do I need to go? Is it, do I need to go for a specialist? Will that be better than whom I already went there? Is my diagnosis is right? Is the treatment what he proposed is right? So many questions, but in the less time, how do I go through this? So this is where, can I travel to the place even if they have a specialty? This is where we are coming up with a solution, a patient-centric platform, which has integrated all the expert healthcare resources into a single solution. We have developed, our MVP is completed. It has developed under the HIPAA and GDPR compliance system. And member healthcare management will take care throughout the patient journey, from the starting, the submitting the records to completing their opinion. We have a existing, and we are improving on our global healthcare partnerships from Johns Hopkins to MD Anderson, Memorial Sloan Kettering Center, Stanford Healthcare, including from outside Shiva Medical Center and care hospitals in Hyderabad. And our health record management, which is taking care of the entire patient's journey, more seamless for the patient, to make sure that it is organized and labeled when he goes through these multiple facilities to get their opinion. And where is the traction right now? We are working with the small and medium businesses, where they have it may be around 10 employees as per the industry, and healthcare facilities, hospitals, physician offices, same thing with the insurance providers, work comp, life, travel, and other insurance products. We will become a value addition for each healthcare facility to get what they are doing it. We are not providing something new, we are adding a value to them. And same thing with the state and federal health plans. And we are also expanding into international for Dubai and India with our strategic partners. Couple of names to give it: Optimal Oncology and Cancor Health, and JNTUH-USA is it's a healthcare spending platform. We are adding value for their product, for their patient, for the provider, all throughout the journey, for everyone. And what we are looking for? We are looking for 500,000 at this moment to make our technology integrations, analytics, and care team development for all the other sales, and to develop it into the next line. The company has been established as LLC in New Jersey, and our chief strategic advisors, Dr. Krishna Yarlagada and Dr. Hari Pupalli, Prasad Boppana, they are all individuals with lot of experience in their own fields to reach to the next goal for us. What are the major cost drivers? What we are really helping them? Any kind of these conditions, musculoskeletal, cancer, cardiovascular, mental health, any of these conditions are taking you to the market from, this is what we are saving to the patient, we are saving to the insurance company, we are saving to the employer. This is the numbers what we are proposing. This is not from us, there's a source also mentioned here. And the market, both the TAM, addressable market and service available market, and how much we can really address from our operations. And our competitors are second MD.
That's the 1 minute one.
So this is our financial projections with the, as we are working with the small businesses as a first channel partners. We are not charging them heftily because they are already having existing insurance. This is their minimal charges, what we can charge, and this is where we are in each year, year 1, year 2, and year 3, with one channel partner of small business I'm talking about. And again, just to revisit, this is what we are asking. And this is what for to get it in the next phase of the line. This is the health center. Thank you.
Thank you, Madhu sir. Appreciate it. For VCs, if you can raise your hands, just like last presentations, if you have questions.
Madhu, can you stop sharing the screen?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yep. Any questions, sir? Ratnagar garu, Balaji garu, Roshan garu.
Please come back on video.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead, Balaji, sir.
No, I don't have any question.
Oh, okay, sir. Roshan, sir, go ahead.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. Vinay, sir, Somen, sir.
I just wanted to understand what's the current run rate?
We are in the pre-revenue mode right now, and we are working towards that.
So do you have, so no customers are onboarded as yet, or do you have freemium kind of a model? How does it work?
This is a membership model, sir. Yes.
So no free usage.
No free. That's what we did during the COVID time, and where we made sure that our model is right to go for it. And this is what we are proposing for the next development.
Okay, good. And what valuation are you looking at?
I can come up with those numbers at this point. I can really share with all the financial information.
Okay. So maybe I'll have a conversation with you later, Madhu.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Somen, sir, do you have any questions? Okay. All right. If no one have any other questions, so thank you so much for your presentation, Madhu, sir. Appreciate it. We'll get back to you with a follow-up and deep dive.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye.
Can exit the Zoom. Appreciate that. Cool. All right. Let me check with Dr. Riaz. Riaz, can you hear us? And can you start?
Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Perfect.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Right.
Go for
Right.
it. Sorry. Vinay, sir, do you have any? Well, one second, Riaz.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Vinay, sir, for HealthZen, we'll just set up a follow-up meeting and get the papers from
Yeah. I think I would like to understand the valuation before I make any further commitment.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. We'll do that. All right, Dr. Riaz, you're all set?
Yes, sir.
You want to do a slideshow?
Yeah.
And turn on your video also, Dr. Riaz.
I'm actually logging in from other device. I'm actually on the camera only. So
Okay, that's
probably
fine. That's fine. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You can see me from other screen, I guess.
Okay, fine. We'll spotlight
Right.
on that. Okay.
Right.
Please, sir.
Right. Good morning. Pancreatic cancer is one of the most lethal types of cancer. And then globally, around 500,000 cases every year gets reported. And then with a 5-year survival rate of only 9%. And then so far, there's no targeted therapy for pancreatic cancer. So I'm Dr. Riaz. I'm the founder and chief scientific officer at Centella Scientific and an alum of JNTU. I did my PhD from JNTU. And today we are on a mission to find out new therapies for pancreatic cancers and then want to be the apple of innovation in drug discovery. So today I'm here to ask for 500,000 US dollars in exchange of 10% besides your great expertise support. And then I invite you to join in this journey of bringing safer, cheaper, faster medicines. So on that note, I'm just running my slide. So this is a screenshot of like the problem statement, solution, market, Sam, Tom, and Tane. I'm not diving deeper in this since this is just only a glimpse of it. I'm going to actually throw more light in individual aspects in the next slides. I'll hang on for a while for you to capture this information. Right. Moving on, so this is the problem statement. Like for any new drug to hit the market, it would take 10 years of time and $2.5 billion of investment. And there's a huge chemical space, 10 power 63 molecules are available in the nature. And then with only 2 molecules hitting the clinical from preclinical and when they tested on animals. So this is the problem statement. And the solution, what we want to do is we would like to bring in the AI/ML technology. Since the huge data is being generated in the entire drug discovery process, we would like to take the advantage of AI/ML and then drug the undruggable genomes. Only 20% of the genome is druggable, rest 80 is not druggable. So by bringing in this, what is the impact that we can bring is like the entire digital transformation of pharma industry can bring down the cost of R&D close to 60%, and then it can reduce the time frame from 2.4 years, and then improved safety, efficacy, and toxicity, through which we can reduce the failure in the clinical trials. So this is the traction so far in terms of therapeutic market research, in terms of tech stack, and in terms of chemistry and biology. We have a dashboard of 50 top 50 companies dashboard, and then we have zeroed in what targets to get worked on. And in terms of tech stack, we have 10 tech workflows shortlisted, 3 already worked on. We have around 3,000 lines of code. And then in terms of computational chemistry and biology, we have already synthesized close to 30 molecules. We have 50 molecules biology. And then this is what the platform we would like to build. And then these are some of the workflows, or the identify new targets, and then lead identification, new drugs design, drug repurposing combination. This is an integrated AI platform we wanted to build. And then this is then a glimpse of the pancreatic cancer. And then if you see there are I'm sorry, 60,000 cases, and then recently reported an estimated deaths of 49,000 with a survival rate of only 11%. So these are some of the important mutations in pancreatic cancer. KRAS is one of the toughest one, tough to crack, but still we are not focusing on that given our meager resources. Since this is more challenging, we moved on to other target called MDM2. So we designed a few molecules, synthesized them, close to 15 molecules. We try to predict their toxicity, and then we synthesize the molecules, it's characterized, and then we try to check whether it is binding in the pocket or not. Some biology is also there. And then we would like to address this pancreatic cancer with a new technology called, with a modality called PROTAC, where the protein of a specific mutation can be totally, degraded instead of in conventional therapy. This is a new therapy, the new technology, new modality that is actually in the phase 1 clinical trials. No drug has been approved. So we would like to apply this modality to our stuff also, to the pancreatic therapeutics. So these are some of the product shots in terms of tech. We built the, these are the, wireframes for ADMET, the toxicity prediction, and then followed by, these are some of the wireframes for the retrosynthesis, which we already built, and then other wireframes also we're working on. And then this is why now, huge unmet medical need. There are 10,000 diseases approved by WHO, only 3,000 diseases have got treatment. So we felt this is the right time that we need to jump in and then reduce the time and money that gets in. So this is a glimpse of the size of the market. So I'll just hang on for a while to capture the information. Moving on, this is the target market we would like to focus on: the contract research organizations, small molecule R&D labs, academics, and research programs. And we have a structured, GTM is in place. I'm sure I can share that once those who are interested. Definitely, I'm not diving deeper into this aspect. So these are the direct competitors we have: Comcat, Cyclica, and then Korean, US, UK based companies. And then what is our competitor advantage? We are building our tech stack as well as our asset pipeline, the number of molecules that can be advertised, that we are building parallelly, so that the value of the company can be much appreciated. So other than that, we have a clear roadmap and then integrated tech expertise, and then we have collaborators across globe who are able to do the clinical trials. So this is the revenue model. One is the productized offering, the SaaS model. We build a platform. We would like to let it to the R&Ds and then CROs or small scale drug discovery companies. The second one is IP generation through patents and licensing, and then grants, and then through CRO model and fee for service. So these are some of the deal examples that were recently happened. I don't say recently, since 2.5 years. Like there were some grants by NIH, SBIR, and then some of the MNC acquired the startup companies of AI native companies, and they did deals also. Yes, sir. So this is the projected revenue. Yes, I made a note of it. Sir. So this is a projected revenue in the 5 years in terms of SaaS, 40 million for 5 years, and then followed by this is the revenue projections for the IP out licensing, close to 105 million for 5 years. Like we'd like to have our clinical pipeline as well. And then this is some of the exit comparisons of the existing company. The AI native companies were taken over by VCs and then MNCs as well. And this is the ask. We would like to raise $500K dollars in exchange for 10%. Besides your deep expertise and support, we would like to have the VCs, someone who can add value and then bring their expertise and then global connect and then work with Ivy League universities in terms of technology. Since we are hardcore scientists, I'm a scientist since 15 years. We're having 50 publications, 3 patents to our credit, and one of the patent we have from Harvard Medical School also. So we would like to have our VCs, someone who can extend their support in terms of technology. Yes, sir. So this is our core team. Myself, I'm the founder, Chief Scientific Officer, Dr. Purna. He heads the Discovery Biology, who is here in the meeting, Mr. Yugandhar Doda, Teja. And then these are some of our scientific advisory from Italy, and then Dr. Sharma. So these are some of our enablers, who have been currently working with in terms of different industry. People are volunteering to work for a cause, from Cisco, Schneider. There's so many other companies. They volunteer to in giving their expertise in terms of tech and then other stuff. So this is all in a nutshell. I invite you to join this journey of bringing new therapies for pancreatic cancer and other diseases also, and then to make this a world a healthier place. Thank you very much. Over to you.
Thank
sir.
you, Dr. Riyash. Appreciate that. VCs investors, if you have questions, please raise your hands. And we'll...
Dr. Riyash, can you share? So yeah, excellent. Stay on course. So VCs, please come forward. Yeah.
Yeah, I can share if you want my screen again. Sir.
No, not now. We are good. We're good.
Right. Thank you, sir.
Go ahead, Vanessa.
I'm super impressed. That's all I can say. But this is completely out of my area of expertise. So really, I cannot comment much. But yeah, I think you're on the right place. But you probably need a very strong technology partner to make the interface much better. That's my very quick comment.
Yes, sir. Very much, sir.
Shaman, you have a question?
Dr. Riaz, wonderful presentation.
Thank you, sir.
So one question I have for you is that the model that you built, it should be, it should be applicable for many other diseases as well. Am I right in my understanding?
Yes, very much. Very much, sir.
Okay.
Very much.
And you're saying that you're able to cut down the time to about 60%. Am I right in my understanding?
Yes, sir.
Involved
the cost is for 60%, and the time is close to 2.5 to 3 years. And this survey has been done by Deloitte, Japan, and then Astellas Pharma. So there's a validation or justification or credibility to the survey. I can share that.
Understand. Happy to have a follow-up conversation.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Kumar, please make a note of that. Thank you very much. Balaji, do you have any questions?
No, thank you.
Dr. Riaz, this is
yes,
Mr. This is Mr. Kiran from Sydney, Australia.
Hello, sir.
Very interesting, your presentation. Are there any other would you like to consider in the future other than the
Pardon, sir? I didn't get you. Can you repeat?
Cancers which you are considering to resolve or solve?
Yes, sir. Yes, very much. Our initial focus is on pancreatic cancer, but we have a spectrum of cancers such as blood cancer, liver cancer, and then kidney cancer. And then most of the cancer treatments are like very generic in nature because there will be pathways which are common for many cancers. So once you design a drug, so naturally either it can be treated for other cancers as an independent drug, or it can be combined with the existing drug to improve its potency to treat other cancers also. So it's not ideally only one cancer we are going to address with our molecule. It is definitely multiple cancers, we can say.
That's really good.
So
Yeah, please share your contact details. We can
We'll get
discuss.
that.
We'll follow up with you, Kiran. Thank you for joining us from Sydney. Wonderful. And Kiran is the 1998 batch JNTU alumni. He's going to be leading our Australia chapter. Thank you, Kiran. So any other questions from the VCs? Any follow-ups needed? So thank you. Thank you very much, Riaz. We will get back to you with the follow-ups meetings. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your support. Thank
you can exit now. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Riaz.
Yeah.
Next up is Keshav, sir. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Excellent.
All right. Share your screen. We have 7 minutes, 6 minutes to get the warning.
Okay.
We'll start the time when you're ready. Are you able to find this one?
Just hold on a second. Can. Can you see it?
Yeah, you want a slideshow? Oh, that's fine. Okay. Go ahead, sir. Your time starts now. Perfect.
Hello, friends. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Dr. Keshav Wadlamani. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Varan Nutrition. Today, I'm here to seek $250,000 seed funding for 15% equity. At Varan, we are pre-commercial, and these funds will be used for scale-up and commercialization activities. Now, I will share more details about our company, products, our business plan, and the team. At Varan, we make healthier snacks and to meet unique nutritional needs of consumers and help them lead healthy lives. Here, I would like to share a personal story about me and why glycemic health is important to me. A few years ago, I was diagnosed with pre-diabetic condition, and ever since, everything changed for me. Like millions of diabetics, every day I struggle to find right food choices and manage my healthy blood sugar levels. Same was the case with my close friends and family. Being a trained food scientist, I realized I could create delicious, nutritious, and diabetic-friendly snacks and make a difference in their lives. Hence the start of our Varan Nutrition journey. Traditional Indian breakfast foods are highly carb-centric and also have a high glycemic index. They are low in protein. Typically, Indians consume 50% less protein than required daily. Consumption of these proteins, these foods, will raise the blood sugar levels rapidly, and they are not suitable for diabetics. Transforming these products into a healthy and diabetic-friendly snacks presents a huge opportunity for us. At Varan Nutrition, over the past year, we have developed 2 diabetic-friendly, ready-to-cook idli and dosa mixes. We combine wholesome ingredients such as plant proteins and millets with complex and good carbs in unique proportions to create these delicious and nutritious snacks with a great taste and texture. Compared to commercial products in the marketplace, our products contain 20 to 40% fewer high glycemic carbs. They also deliver more nutrition in protein and fiber. They are easy, they are convenient and easy to mix and prepare. More importantly, they are gentle on blood sugar level. We have observed up to 65% reduced glycemic response with our products, validated by diabetics. In addition to these products, we have a robust innovation pipeline, creating a variety of diabetic-friendly snacks. Here we are leveraging our unique technologies we developed to create this unique portfolio of products. And over the past 18 months, we have completed several milestones in developing these two products. We did, in the first week of August this year, we did a soft launch of our products to learn about the market. We are on pace to do a commercial launch in the last quarter of this year. Now, I would like to share more highlights about our business opportunity and the market size and the business plan with you. Initially, we are planning to focus on US market for the first 2 to 3 years. We estimate Indian consumers to be approximately 1 million in US, comprising pre-diabetics, diabetics, and lifestyle seekers. We intend to launch 2 SKUs, and we estimate to generate about $1 to $5 million revenue at a 2% consumer acquisition rate with a 30 to 40% gross margin. Here is a high-level view of our business plan. Initially, we plan to sell our products directly to the consumers through our e-commerce platform, followed with retail grocery distribution in Indian stores and club stores. We also look to the opportunities for B2B opportunities like food service and restaurants. And we also have plans to expand beyond the US market starting 2025. All these activities are supported by digital marketing, business events and conferences, and word of mouth. And finally, we have a great team, and it's my privilege to introduce my close friend and co-founder and scientific advisor, Dr. Nagendra Rangavajulam. Nagendra, please say a few words about yourself and our company. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you, Keshav. Pleasure to meet you all. As Keshav alluded to, Keshav and I bring 50 years of experience in innovation and commercialization in food industry across the globe. Similar to Keshav, I have worked in food and nutrition industry for over 25 years in both technical and business leadership roles in the US, as well as being instrumental in expansion in markets such as India, China, Latin America, etc. That's mostly the last 10 to 15 years. So my personal mission for my career that I have held through my career to help improve aligns well with my collaboration with Keshav and the mission for water nutrition. Keshav, besides my friend for 30 years, I regard him as one of the top subject matter experts in plant-based ingredients, complex carbs, and food product development. So this would not have been possible without the broad experience he has. Lastly, the insight I want to share in support of our project is, having spoken to hundreds of consumer segments, both in US and India, I believe there is strong awareness of health and its implication from consumption of complex carbs, proteins, and clean label products. So our product directly delivers to these insights and consumer needs. And based on the introductory remarks this morning, I believe that this appears to fit well with J-VEN mission as well. Thank you. Keshav, back to you.
Okay, thank you. In summary, at Water Nutrition, we are committed to creating healthy snacks and helping consumers lead healthy lives. We are seeking to raise our seed fund for 15% equity. Thank you, and looking forward to joining our mission. Thank you.
Thank you, Keshav, sir. Appreciate it. If you can stop the screen sharing, that'd be good. And VCs, if you have questions, please raise your hand. And if anyone wants to go first, please go ahead.
So I just need to understand, is there any, I'm sorry, I didn't raise a hand. Is there any licensing requirement or any clearances, FDA or something like that?
No, you just do a business registration and you don't really need any requirements.
Okay. And also in terms of putting it in retail stores, is there any plan for that or is it only e-commerce?
Initially, e-commerce we plan to do in a retail store. Yes.
Okay.
Followed with, yeah.
Good. So, sir, you have any questions?
Not at this moment.
Okay.
Right.
Anyone, Balaji sir, Roshan sir?
Yeah, I would like to have a follow-up, please.
Okay, then. Okay, we'll make a note. Bhatnagar sir?
Yeah, thank you. So on endocrinologist, what exactly you're giving to the patient, sir? It's only consultation, teleconsultation, please.
Kiran Garu, this is a different topic.
Oh, sorry. Bhatnagar, I think you probably asked a different question. This is the other one.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No.
Keshav Rao Garu, very interesting. You raised diabetic is a big issue, and a lot of people are facing these issues, the problem. And I think your product is a right answer for that. But I really just you to focus on the marketing because I think you need to even work with the distributors and the retails in order for your product to be taken into the marketplace. I have been working with some of the doctors and hospitals in Australia. It is a big issue, and worldwide it's a big issue. So all the ailments kick in, when people don't take care of their diabetic level, the sugar levels, a lot of health issues. So I wish you all the best, and please send me your presentation and we'll be in touch. Thank you.
Thank you, Kiran. So these comments are for VCs who are interested in. Anybody want to have a follow-up conversation with Keshav on this great healthy food?
Balaji sir already communicated, sir, so we'll set up a deep dive call. It looks like we have Satish Mainam raise a hand. Satish, keep it brief. I know we have not included you as a VC, but please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, and thanks for the opportunity. So I had a couple of questions for the doctor. So if I understand, this is actually some food product based upon some of the regular diet, which is modified as a processed food that will help in reducing the glycemic index and other factors for diabetics and other factors, right? So I come from natural therapy kind of mechanism, more naturopathy, and there are a lot of availability of millets and other mechanisms. And we have seen some of the similar kind of pitches happening by other people in the past using millets and other mechanisms, which is a natural diet and proven diet, right? So how does your product differentiate from that, and how do you convince people to use your diet? Right?
Yeah, we can talk myself. Yeah, so basically our product is very unique in a sense that we are using the millets as one of the founding elements of our product, and also we are delivering the proteins in combination with a unique technology. Especially we deliver about 20 to 40% reduced carb, especially if you understand the traditional Indian breakfast foods, they are highly carb centric. And when you try to design these products to mimic, most consumers want their white idli, basically. That's the frame of reference for people, and they don't want anything else. So I talk to my friends and family and people, So it's very difficult when you try to reduce the carb content and creating a unique product. It's technically challenging to have the same texture, same taste profile, and giving the same eating experience while delivering the glycemic health benefits. So that's what we bring in here with our ingredient know-how and science and technology. And we are validating by using clinicals as well. So Nagendra, if you want to chime in.
Yeah, just to build on what Keshav said, I think the user experience is really important. So it's hard. I mean, as such, people do not know much about how to use millets from our own interviews. Plus, the way Keshav has designed it with unique ingredients makes the user experience much more easier. Like within an hour of putting in water, you're able to make a soft, fluffy, really nice tasting idlis, which has not happened with wholesome foods. I mean, yeah, people have done it with reduced carbohydrates that drive your glycemic response, but no one has done something like where you can get this similar user experience as traditionally made idli or those.
Great.
Okay,
Thank you.
I understand. You were doing.
Satish, sorry to interrupt. I think we need to go to our VCs. Roshan sir, it looks like you have a question. Apologize. We'll have a follow-up, Satish. I'll set it up for you offline.
No, not really. I'm sorry. No.
Oh, sorry. You thought.
So anybody else interested in this, please in the chat message your interest, and our J-VEN team will follow up. Yeah.
Thank you. Great. Thank you so much, Keshav sir and Nagendra sir. We'll have a follow-up with you. Appreciate it. If you can exit the Zoom. That's great.
Okay,
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So far we have Balaji sir and Kiran for follow-up, and Satish have offline. We'll work it out. Anyone else have interest in this one for follow-up? Okay.
If it's possible, I just want a copy of the presentation.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, we will share that. We'll share that.
Sure.
As by default, what we can do, Suresh, is to all the VCs, let's share all the presentations. They may, because the things are flashing so fast, so they may not have captured. Let's do that. And if there is an interest, we'll set up follow-up meetings with each of the VC and the entrepreneur. Thank you.
We did this last for the old ones, so we'll do that. Thank you. All right, I think we're ready for the next one, the last one for today. Ramna Prasur, are you there? Ramna sir? Ramna sir, are you there?
రామ్ గారు కొంతమందిని స్పాట్ లైట్ లోంచి మీరు కొంచెం మూవ్ చేయొచ్చండి.
I can hear you.
Okay, so Ramna sir, you're there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Ramana,
Hello?
we can hear you. We can hear you. Please share your presentation.
Oh, okay.
And continue, please.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. And, let me share my screen.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, sorry, I muted my system.
No, we are good. We are good. Please continue. Please
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah, in fact, thank you all for giving me an opportunity. My name is Ramna Krusuri. I'm presenting our product from Princeton, New Jersey. Okay, our product name is Sinulu. Sinulu, as the name suggests, it's a e-signature product. So you might be looking at, why Sinulu, it sounds more like a Telugu word, but definitely we have a different meaning out when we are finding a name for it. So Ulu is in Hawaiian to protect. So we wanted to go ahead with the same name, which has both the flavors like, Hawaiian and also Indian name. So basically, when we were about to launch this product in 2020, we did our market studies, and we found out there are some gaps in the existing products that are in the market. So basically, whatever the differentiators that we have, we immediately patented in India and US and India, US first and India later. So basically, that's I'm going to go through the rest of the things. So next slide, I'm going to give you a little idea about our revenues and our ask. Our pro forma revenues project 10 plus million of valuation of the company. We have a slide 9 for the display of pro forma earnings that we calculate for next 3 years. We are asking around 1 million for 10% of the company. So what exactly we do with this 1 million is like, we wanted to extend our sales and marketing teams to be able to capture market share and increase our market share at this point of time. Also, we wanted to expand our product features to include cutting-edge technologies like blockchain, metaverse. Also, add the advanced AI and ML features into our Signal product. So, how exactly we are generating revenues at this point of time? Since Signal is a SaaS product, we have revenues coming out from the subscription model. So we have monthly and annual subscriptions. At the same time, we have enterprises. We have a different kind of pricing. Also, we have some services that we extended, like customized and also integration services that we give it for the enterprises. Basically, any of these enterprises having ERP or CRM or any of their customized applications, if they want, we can integrate Signal into their process, which is we have an extensive APIs that are exposed out. So using that, we are giving that service, and for that, we have a set of income that comes out. At the same time, I know it's a little unique in the world, so we launched our e-signature card, prepaid e-signature card, where people can buy so many documents for a denomination of $5. So it can be valid for at least 6 months, and they can keep on recharging that, more like a card. So this is how we are generating right now. Next is our differentiators. What exactly is our differentiator? So when we looked at the market, we figured out a lot of products have majority as a SaaS. So, but our Signal, we are extending it as SaaS and also on-prem. Semi is like hybrid. Basically, they can use it as a SaaS and also have on-prem. So the other is patent pending features like facial recognition and photo verification. So these are the features which we patented back in 2020, and currently they are published on USPTO. They're ready for awarding at any point of time. So that's another differentiator that we see is localization. So whichever country that we are targeting to sell our product, we are localizing to make it more market savvy in that area. In India, recently, Indian government has launched Aadhaar-based eKYC. So what we did is we immediately integrated. We are the first one to integrate Aadhaar-based eKYC into our Signal. So that gives us a special edge to be able to integrate with the BFSI or any of these pharmaceutical companies, where they want to see an extensive verification of the people who are receiving the documents or any other thing, to be able to verify before they get onto the document to sign it. So that's another one, and we have extensive and easy to use easy to consume APIs. Also, the endpoint fraud prevention is the one thing that stands out because of our patented features, facial recognition and photo verification. So when we look at the competitors here, so we have DocuSign, PandaDocs, SignEasy, Acrobat Sign, and maybe a few more there. But these are the main contenders we have in the market. Next is our Signal timeline, and also what is the roadmap. Timeline is we launched our product back in 2020 with very basic features to compete against the existing competitors at that point of time. And then in 2021 and till 22, we have added other features like storage integration, bulk send, Aadhaar and eKYC, and also we have identification. Yeah, identification in 150 countries, WhatsApp integration. So we have in 2023, what is our goal is to roadmap is to include AI and ML, blockchain, and also enable it onto metaverse. So currently we have customers, who are in the heritage, the food and dairy products. Also we have manufacturing, state governments, also healthcare. These are all the things that we have currently, and also we have customers in pipeline, which shows people from the logistics, and also we have some clients from Africa, some from Middle East, Some of them are the state government of Telangana. Some we have from US, State Street. These are the customers that we have in pipeline. So the partner ecosystem is the one thing that we identified way back, and we launched our partner portal, and we are pretty good in that. And this is our team. So we have people with good experience in taking the product to market. This is our pro forma income statement, and what is our exit strategy at this point of time is mergers and mergers M&A by 2025 or go to initial public offering. So next is I reiterate my ask for 1 million for 10% of the company, and I rest my presentation here.
Thank you, Ramana sir. Appreciate it. If you can stop your screen share. And VCs, entrepreneurs, if you have questions, please raise your hand or feel free to go ahead and talk.
Ramana, excellent presentation. Can you expand a little bit on what are you trying to do in the metaverse space?
Metaverse, basically, who is this? I'm sorry, I'm not able to.
Can you bring Shaman?
Yeah. Shaman, thank you. Thanks for asking the question. It's a very interesting. So basically, in the metaverse, my metaverse expert, what he was showing us is like, so now the entire universe is going towards creating their own universe, where people will be able to go and find, hey, they want to find a bike or a car or a house. They'll go and, search around and see all the metaverse version of the product. And be able to, they want to buy it, they'll be able to say, okay, I want to buy it, this is the thing, and they get a legal documentation where they should be able to sign it. So that's a kind of application that we are looking at. At the same time, we have our patented features where the facial and all this are there, which could be very useful for any of these avatars you want to, extend it further in metaverse.
Sure. We'll be happy to have a follow-up conversation.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Okay. Anyone else? Roshan sir, Vinay sir.
What is your ARR for this year?
ARR is like, IRR or?
Yeah, annual recurring revenue.
Annual, okay, I'll give you, right now, 1 minute. I have, so right now it's 3% at this point of time, 2022. And 23, it's 29%, and then 89 and 157. That's
okay.
Till.
Let me put it another way. What is your total revenue run rate, or what do you expect to do in 22 revenue?
22, our revenue currently is around 20,000, but we have a pipeline of customers, who are ready to sign up, the bigger ones, enterprises. And also 2 governments from US, like Georgia and Florida is in the offing. So these are the things, we are expecting approximately around 1 million by the end of 2022.
Okay, thank you.
Vinay sir, do you have any questions?
No, I'm still trying to understand it a bit. So is maybe I didn't understand the product completely. Is it like
it's a DocuSign. Are you heard of Vinay DocuSign? So it's very similar, but now they are bringing in blockchain and metaverse and much more sophisticated than DocuSign. That's what it is.
Also, when you go into DocuSign, what is the difference that you see from Signalu? Signalu is, we have, see, when a document comes to you, you sign it, and then, you verify your identification by using your photo or facial. So that is, that adds extra value when you see, when we first bid for our Florida State RFP, they were looking at somebody like, this is like a child welfare and family stuff, where people will be taking the benefits without even knowing, who is the person who is signing the documents and taking the benefits. So when we showed them, this is the patented feature that we have, they immediately signed up with us. So we have that, and along with that, wherever we go into any of the US states, And bit for e-signature products, we are definitely going against DocuSign and winning those. That's one good thing that we see. Other than that, we have a feature where your document can be tamper-proof. So you can always, at any point of time, after 5 years down the lane, you can go and verify, okay, is this document tampered, or is there anything else, we can check. But we don't have any of the competitors that kind of feature.
Okay, got it. Thank you. I was more looking at it as a MFA or a passwordless signatures kind of a thing.
Yeah,
okay.
we see when we go into one of the pharmaceutical company, they were looking at multiple levels of verification. One is okay. Anyway, we give a one-time password. It's fine. That's not one that they wanted. Or they wanted to verify who is this guy, who is signing it, where is he signing from. We have all these details captured and made sure that it goes into the audit trail. So that way they have facial, they have photo verification, they have one-time password. Along with that, the document is MD5 verified checksum document. So that way, people will be able to find out, it's a perfect combination.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Also, in the Indian scenario, so there are a lot of people, go for registrations. So if the government, we are trying our best to penetrate into the government and see if they can allow us to do the registrations online. So where with the other integration, we will be able to find out who exactly is the person, get all the information about the photo, the name, and the information. They in turn get verified and use the registration online directly without even going in person. So that way, they can cut a lot of corruption out there.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? So just a 1 minute warning. Anyone else have any questions? If not, it looks like there's one question in the audience. Before I go to the audience, Balaji sir, more times. Ratnakar sir, do you have any?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay, cool. All right, Suresh Garu, Suresh Babu Kata, it looks like you raised your hand. You can go ahead. Keep it brief, please. Thank you.
Yeah, please. Hi, Ramana Garu. The product is more concentrating on at the point of execution of the document. Are you planning any forward integration and backward integration?
Yeah, we have document authoring tool which was built in right now. Already it's up and running. So that way, they don't really have to go across any other platform to create your document. At the same time, we have APIs, exposed APIs to integrate with any of the storage that they need. So that's the kind of we have at this point of time.
Great. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Suresh Babu Garu, for question. Appreciate that.
I have 2 more questions. Can I ask or?
You can post on the chat because of the time. We will respond to you. Please.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ramna sir. I think we can exit the Zoom. That would be great. And
thank you. Thank you, everyone. It's very nice to meet you all. Thank you.
Great, thank you.
If possible, can you connect to Ramana Garu to me directly?
Sure.
Yeah, message in the group. Yeah, message in the group, please. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Before we go to the finalizing this whole thing, just wanted to follow up. So far, who would like to have the follow-up with Ramana sir on signing up?
Shaman is one of them. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Thank you.
But we will share the presentation to all of you. So please take a look at one more time. If there's an interest, we will have a follow-up meeting set up. The J-VEN team will follow up. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. All right. With that, I think we are done with all the presentations for today. Total 8 entrepreneurs presented it. Thank you, each and every entrepreneur who presented their startups. And we had 7 VCs/angel investors in the group. Thank you so much, sir, for taking your Sunday for us and coming in. It is so nice of you. We truly appreciate that. And the good news is that we have almost all companies have an interest from our VCs, except SkyShares, they wanted a valuation report, and then they'll decide it. So that itself is a huge success from J-VEN present, this particular program. Thank you once again for all your time and efforts. Hari sir, I'll pass it on to you now.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Suresh. It's a wonderful that you led the entire team to put together this entire program. We've been working hard for the last 6 months under your leadership. Kumar Rani and Basava Shekhar Samshabad delivered the successful J-VEN event. And also you are supported by our executive team, Sudhakar Uppala, Vishwanath Narahari, and Praveen Nidmolu, and all the directors like Arunayagari, Ashok Chintakunta, Avinash Dubasi, Banarasi Babu, Basava Samshabad, Buchana Gazla, Gopal Parvatanini, Krishna Ashil, Lakshmi Kant Prabhala, Mahendra Narala, Manju Arjula, Nagesh Aita, Narayana Masapalli, Narsimha Palkam, Padma Priya, Parmesh Seni, Praveen Goduru, Rajendra Bandi, Santosh Kaduri, Srinivas Bhattu, Srinivas Ganji, Sunita Krasuri, Suresh Chapidi yourself, and Suresh Somishetty, Thiru Chillapalli, Vardha Raja Polanki, and Venkat Parni. So many of you made this event successful. I would like to sincerely thank all of you. And also the JNTU Alumni Association is a very open organization with a well-defined objectives, as I read before, 10 of those. And one of them happens to be to promote entrepreneurship, which we made it possible through this J-VEN team. And today's webinar is hosted by Dr. Ram Maruri, who is based in Hyderabad. Thank you so much, sir, Ram sir, for making it a grand successful. You spotlighted as needed our VCs and also our entrepreneurs, and we sincerely appreciate your time. It's late, I know, India, but you are still able to do this for us. Thank you so much. And one more thing I would like to mention, that the JNTU organization is a 50-year-old organization. This is the Golden Jubilee year. October 3rd, we are concluding the Golden Jubilee year celebrations in Hyderabad, and we would like to welcome all of you. If you are in Hyderabad, please join the event. There will be invitations extended to all of you with the program details when we receive from the Vice Chancellor. And also, we are growing the organization globally. We are setting up chapters in addition to US, other parts of the world. We look for any JNTU alumni who would like to take the leadership and lead the organization in different parts of the world. We welcome you. And within US also, we are recruiting actively the regional vice presidents, board of directors, and also the regional chapter directors. We welcome you to take this organization to grow. As I mentioned, we are over 2 million people globally, and significant number of them are overseas, and we can make a difference by closing ourselves into this organization, and we can also contribute to our motherland and also help each other locally to promote entrepreneurship, our education to our next generation, our matrimony, and so many groups we have created, and a lot of value is being created. Especially in the US, there's a lot of activity happening, and we want you to take advantage of our association and members' expertise, whether you are running for an office or running for putting together a plan to grow your business. Any of those things, we can assist you in this. Just post a message, what you need, and our team will jump and help you. So with this, I would like to request our president, Kumar Rani, who is doing a wonderful job in growing the organization. Thank you, sir, for your leadership, and we are very delighted to have you lead us. And please, closing remarks and vote of thanks to all the VCs, entrepreneurs, and also all the participants, and our chief guest, the JNTU Vice Chancellor, Katta Narasimha Reddy Garu. Thank you, sir. Kumar Garu, go ahead.
Thank you, Hari Garu. Thank you very much. And it is really, really energetic and inspiring session today. You have seen. Special thanks to our J-VEN team. Special thanks to our chief guest, Professor Dr. Katta Narasimha Reddy Garu, for his participation in spite of his busy schedule today during his Golden Jubilee celebrations in Hyderabad. Thanks to our chairman, Dr. Hari Apnapalli Garu, for all the welcome address and managing the whole team. And wonderful participation of all the 7 venture capitalists. Really lucky, we have a very good number of venture capitalists today, and encouraging words and guidance to all our entrepreneurs. 8 of them covering different areas of health, food, technology, and services. Special thanks to Ram Maruri Garu for managing Zoom sessions successfully very well today. And good job to all the entrepreneurs for participating in the event. We wish them all the best of luck. And again, well done, J-VEN team under leadership of Suresh Chapati, Kumarani, and the executive team. Kudos. Last but not least, we thank all the attendees who made it very successful, patiently listening today for almost close to 3 hours. And we'll be back soon with the next round of J-VEN. Be safe. Thank you all.
And thank you very much. One more announcement. The JNTU Alumni Association USA annual event will be on November 5th, and it will be graced by our Vice Chancellors, Professor Katta Narasimha Reddy. Please save your date, November 5th in New Jersey. We will provide all the details soon through our communication channels, WhatsApp, emails, and on the website as well. So we look forward to your continued